Please take the time to visit podsurvey.com/peasants to complete a short 21-question survey. Participants in the survey will be entered into a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. The survey can be taken multiple times, so feel free to visit back each month for your chance to enter the drawing. Please help support the show by using our Amazon links located in the description anytime you purchase anything from Amazon. It's a great way to support the show while just going about your normal business shopping on Amazon.com. Also, check out our storefront for Drunken Peasants recommended merchandise. Patreon pledges of $5 or more will now receive 2 private shows each month. In addition to the private shows, Patreon pledges of $10 or more will receive the Drunken Peasants post show after each episode of the Drunken Peasants, Ben and Billy's monthly shitty movie review, and regular behind-the-scenes vlogs with Ben and Billy. Sign up anytime to catch the future shows as well as past content. If you want to catch the post shows but you're not a patron, click the join link below this video to become a member of the Drunken Peasants channel. In addition to each post show, you'll also get special badges and emojis that you can use in the Drunken Peasants live chat. Streamlabs will be open for the duration of each episode. Click the link below to send us a message. Donations $20 and above will be read out through text-to-speech and will require our immediate attention. All donations below $20 will be read at the end of each segment. Keep an eye out for our weekly Streamlabs goal, which if we meet, we will do an extra show the following week. If you find any content you'd like to see us cover on the show, send it to drunkenpeasantsinbox@gmail.com. All submissions will be reviewed for possible usage in a future episode. Click the Discord link in our description to join the Drunken Peasants Discord. Interact with other Drunken Peasants fans in text and voice chat, as well as the peasants themselves. Visit the Google Play Store and download the Drunken Peasants app to catch the audio version of the show while you're on the road. In addition to the app, the audio-only version of the show is also available through iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, SoundCloud, and other audio platforms. That's all we have for now. Enjoy the show.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get with this.
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on you, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
It's true. Sometimes I cry.
Lick my butthole, Tila.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 694. And we are joined once again by Mr. Pimpmunk. How's it going, Pimpmunk?
Let's get into it.
Without further ado.
We'll have a little further ado.
A little?
Yeah, we don't want to get into it that quick.
I got something to say. Okay, you said you were going to curse for the first 5 minutes, but then in the theme there's a curse word.
Well,
yeah, but that has flown under the radar.
Yeah, now that we pointed it out, the algorithm will find out. And we'll be
Thanks a bunch.
We'll be double bunked. We don't want to get double bunked on this episode of the freaking crazy Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Well, let me know in 5 minutes so I can curse, because I can't go very long without it.
It's okay. We could just talk about not
Cursing's
cursing.
almost like your cigarettes.
It is, dude. I can't live without curse words.
Did you quit again? Or are you back to smoking?
I am smoking full time, but I've been talking about the last couple of days. I'm thinking about trying to quit again.
I can't wait for that. You did so well last time.
I did do well. Like I said, I don't use it as an excuse, but when all the crap happens, I say crap.
Yeah,
when
good
crap
one.
happens,
Good job.
I ran to cigarettes. I don't do drugs and stuff, so I ran to the cigarette.
To the cigarette. And I'm doing. I'm talking about. I started lighting one up on a just habit. One time I was on a radio station and I was doing an interview and we weren't allowed to cuss. It was like a college radio station.
Yeah. Terrestrial radio.
Yeah. But they started playing like a Tupac song and had me like singing along with it. And I was blanking out the N-bombs in it, making sure not to say the M-bombs. But because I was so focused on not saying the M-bombs, I kept dropping all the F-bombs over the live radio. Got in a little bit of trouble for that.
Yeah.
So you can't say Francis on the radio?
I mean, I could have said Francis, but that's not what I said. I said naughty words.
Francis. You gonna flip some magic card tables over?
Maybe. I might. That'd be pretty cool.
You could go Francis yourself, Billy.
Yes. We should get him back on DP soon. I was talking to him last night about it, so
yeah, that's up to you.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. He's welcome. Welcome.
Yes. Flip a table.
He's not flipping my table.
Why not? Let him.
This is a heavy table.
It is.
With a lot of shit on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about coming to Washington, but not now. Y'all dying over there and stuff.
No, we're not all dying. Only 6 people have died in the entire United States from coronavirus.
Only the elderly
all
die.
there.
Only the elderly die, which
Yeah.
means you probably shouldn't come, Pimpmunk.
Exactly, my old tails. I'm trying not to cuss. My old tail.
Pimpmunk there with a cigarette is trouble. That's bad news, Brown.
Yeah, bad news, Brown.
But there's been 6 deaths in the United States, and only 6 of them were within 10 miles of us. So we're fine. We're fine.
100%.
Ben and I were going to go visit the ground zero for it and do a live Sweet Boy podcast.
Yeah,
from it.
you know what? We want to help out the community, so we decided what would lift these quarantined coronavirus victims' spirits more than if we go and personally help them clean up their rooms.
Yeah.
Wash their laundry, change their bedpan for them.
We weren't going to do that.
Sponge bathe them. If they got a spit, we'll just hold our hands out and catch their spit.
Well, I told you we were going to do a kissing contest with them. See who is the best kisser.
A spit swap and makeout match.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because Ben and I, obviously, we're young and healthy. There's no way we're going to get it.
Never.
Knock on wood.
Pshaw. Pshaw.
We're not that young anymore. We're not kissing corona patient victims young. That's like a mid-20s thing.
Yeah, and you're definitely not in your mid-20s.
Yeah, if I was 24, I'd go in there right now and make out with a grandpa. I don't care. But I'm not 24 anymore. I can't do it.
I haven't been 24 in a long time. It's sad.
Well,
so sad.
You
I'm
haven't
old,
been a lot
dude.
of things in a long time.
I've been a lot of things for a long time too. So. Ben just gets up right at the beginning of the dang show.
Yeah, I told him to get out of here. I gave him the look. I was like, and he
We
bounced.
can handle this.
Yeah.
We don't need him. We don't need him.
Yeah, if we were worried about getting demonetized earlier with Ben here, now we're going to get double monetized.
Yeah,
now that
double,
he's gone.
triple
We're going to get triple
monetized. There goes the money.
monetized.
He's back.
He's back, yeah.
And there goes your money.
Demonetized.
Debenetized.
Demonetized.
Who do you like better, Blondie or Pat Benatar?
If you would have asked me in high school, I probably would have said Blondie, but maybe now I think maybe Pat Benatar. I don't know. I like them both.
Blonde. Back
That's
in her
really-
day, chick was hot, bro.
Who was?
Both of them
Blondie
were.
chick.
Oh. Well, were there any women in music that weren't hot back in the day? Like what?
Yes.
Maybe Aretha
Cyndi
Franklin?
Lauper.
Oh,
Cyndi
Cyndi
Lauper.
Lauper was hot, dude.
No, she was not.
She was a girl and she just wanted to have fun. There's nothing hotter than that.
Oh, whatever.
What was the song she came out with? Bop something or whatever.
She Bop. It was
She
about
Bop.
master being the master of ceremonies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're trying to keep it
Smash Your
clean. Trying to keep it clean.
We're baiting donos.
Yeah.
We're the masters.
I
Which
can't
one
wait
of
till
the
this 5
donations?
minutes is up.
We're really just joking about the 5-minute thing. There's no way to know how you get demonetized on YouTube anymore.
Probably by saying demonetized or I mean we're about to talk about the Dos Equis plague.
Yeah, the Tecate plague.
Yeah,
I don't want to get the Modelo virus.
Yeah.
Which is the most retarded thing ever because it's like the hottest topic in the world for.
Yeah,
so
they
content creators
gatekeep
gotta
it.
talk about it.
They gatekeep the hottest topics for the corporate news media.
Because corporate news gets their own advertisers.
It's so stupid.
We got to get our own advertisers, but we do. It's called the fans, the Drunken Peasants fan base.
You
They
really
help
should
us
start
too.
calling it the Shaka Khan virus, though,
Why?
because it just sounds good. Shaka Khan.
They should call it the Shaka when the walls fell virus.
Yeah.
That's a Star Trek. That's a big time nerd quote right there. Some
I had
people
no
that are
idea
watching
what the hell you was talking about.
Timba, his arms wide.
I like how you can be a big time nerd and still not know what other big time nerds are nerding about because there's so many things to nerd about.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, I am stoked for Emerald City Comic Con too, because the main cast of Back to the Future is going to be there. And that's just awesome. Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd.
Shout out to the UK. We're doing really well. Is the dog gonna be there?
No, dogs only live like 20 years max, usually about 12 to 14 years. Yeah, hate to break it to you.
I had to put down my mom's dog last night.
Oh,
it was so sad.
On Twitter, man. I've seen that on Twitter.
Yeah, like I used to I lived with her for years, the little doggy. She's tiny and she was so old and blind, and she probably should have went down a year ago, but my mom just kept like loving her and feeding her and keeping her, and she was getting sick all the time. It was bad.
It's
so it was her time to go, but my mom couldn't do it.
I did that with my pug that I had back in the day. I kept them alive longer than I should have.
Yeah.
But
it's
you
hard to
want
let go,
right?
man. They're like your kids.
Well, it's like when people wait too long to pull the plug on someone. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's be happy. Happy times. Let's talk about a deadly virus killing people.
Sir, it got me so human angry.
People are discriminating against wolves.
Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
She was like 17 years old though. It's a good age. She probably had 15 good years.
17 is almost like 100 in
that's
especially like the size of the dog depends on how they age too. Like smaller dogs age slower.
Yeah, she was a tiny little.
Oh yeah,
pup.
yeah. 7. Yeah, that's a pretty average age for a healthy smaller dog. All right, so this DP Action News segment is brought to you by yourselves, our wonderful fans. Thank you for watching. Thank you for donating. Thank you for being patrons. And if you could like the stream and make sure you're still subscribed, that would be great too. And we're going to move right into this. These headlines are misleading. It says Dos Equis plague death toll rises in the U.S., which is true, but they're not being specific enough about who's dying from it and where they live. All of these people live in close quarters with one another in a nursing home. They're all at-risk patients. All right.
They all live in the same
Good evening,
building.
and thank you so much for joining us. We begin with another dramatic and deadly turn.
You know what else normally spreads in old folks' homes? STDs.
I was gonna say Granny's legs, but it was STDs.
Basically. Yeah, because they got nothing to lose at that age, you know?
In the coronavirus
Definitely
outbreak,
not their virginity.
Today, health officials in Washington State
Wouldn't it be the worst if you
announced
lost your virginity in an old folks' home?
new deaths.
You got coronavirus during it?
All in the Seattle area. Researchers say the virus may have been circulated in the area for weeks undetected, and more cases are likely. There are now at least 100 cases of coronavirus in 14 states around the U.S. And moments ago, Vice President Pence said the first treatments for coronavirus could be available in the summer.
Gosh.
There's a lot to get to
Look at them
tonight,
wiping
and we
down
have
them
teams covering
escalators. That's Pimpmunk's dream job.
all angles.
Pimpmunk is like, cough in my face. I don't want to take the escalator.
All right,
I'm not
Pimpmunk.
going to get it because I'm not on a damn escalator.
Pimpmunk, let's say you found yourself magically in a big room, and in that room there were 4 unbelievably beautiful women, each holding a briefcase. Okay?
Ooh.
And
I like
someone
briefcases.
in the room told you, hey, you get to pick one of these women to make out with, but one of them has a check addressed to you for $5 million and does not have coronavirus, but the rest of them have nothing and all have coronavirus.
But you're gonna make out with them regardless?
Yes. For like, let's say 5 minutes.
So you have a 1 in 4 chance of making $5 million and a 100% chance of making out with a pretty lady.
And what's the percentage of dying if you get coronavirus?
Well, for Pimpmunk, it's probably like,
I mean, Dos Equis plague.
yeah. It's probably like 70% for Pimpmunk.
Would you do it, Pimpmunk?
Yeah, I'd take the chance.
It's a 1 in 4 chance.
For a suitcase and a cheeseburger.
It's
in it.
coronavirus deal or no deal.
Sounds terrible. Is that our new private show? Catch us later this month. Patron gets 5 or above. We will be doing the coronavirus deal or no deal. I'll be making out with either a patient zero or I'll be getting a bottle of Jägermeister.
Yeah.
And Vigliotti leads us off in Kirkland,
I just pull out a
Washington.
gun and say, which one of you bitches got the damn check?
Pimpmunk, that's not a sweet boy thing to do.
Do you think after this Costco will rebrand their bargain brand products at Costco?
What are their bargain brands?
Kirkland.
Oh,
Yeah.
they don't care.
And the headquarters of Costco is in Kirkland, right
Yeah.
where coronavirus is.
Yeah, I was thinking like maybe they had like a deal on Coronas because of this. You can get a 12-pack of Coronas for like $8.
Kirkland even makes its own beer. There's
Yeah.
Kirkland signature brand
They got
beer.
everything.
And Vigliotti leads us off in Kirkland,
They're the
Washington.
reason you can buy alcohol in Seattle
King
area
County, Washington is
at
now
a
the
grocery
epicenter
store.
of the nation's coronavirus outbreak.
We have moved to a new stage in the fight to contain, mitigate.
Who the fuck is that?
I
Joe?
know.
manage
Who's that schmuck?
That's not Inslee.
This
Well,
outbreak.
it's not Inslee,
County
yeah.
executive
Yeah, but he had a Washington flag behind him, so it
He's
was
probably
somewhere.
like some other schmuck.
Dow
I don't know that
Constantine.
guy.
We are in
Is that
final
Dow Constantine?
negotiations to purchase a motel, in which we can place patients who are in need of isolation.
Oh, they get a motel?
At least 6 dead across
It's
the
a
state. 4
quarantine
are from the
motel.
Life Care Center in Kirkland and were among 5 that passed away nearby at Evergreen Health Medical Center.
Yep.
The 6th person in the state who succumbed to the illness lived in Snohomish County.
Okay, so not all of them were at that facility. The majority, 5, and then the other one's from Snohomish
It lived
County.
in Snohomish County and it died there, or what?
I don't think they would bring them all the way to King County for them to
Well,
die.
maybe they worked there from Snohomish. And then
All were over the age of 40. How they were exposed to the virus remains unknown.
Ben and I are safe, Pimpmunk.
Yeah, we're just under 40.
We keep talking
Yeah,
trash.
but they didn't
We're
say
gonna
how
get it.
much. How much?
Dude,
We're gonna get it the way
I
we're
went to
talking trash about it.
Chinatown with Captain Content where he was asking Asian people how he could get it.
I went to Panda Express yesterday. Probably have a higher chance.
Oh, whatever.
Getting it there.
No, Mexicans work at Panda Express.
Oh my God, you can't say that.
I think they're being very misleading here, though, about this over 40. Yeah, they're like 60s and 70s is how old they are.
The
From what
one,
I'm hearing.
the first one that died, I believe he was in his late 50s, but he had underlying illnesses.
They're being held hostage in a petri dish.
Carmen Gray's mother, Susan Haley, is under quarantine at the facility.
You asked for your mother to be tested for coronavirus. What did they tell you?
That she did not meet the criteria at this time. We're trying to find out what it is that they're doing for her.
How do you hold it together with such
not
composure?
holding it together too well. This is beyond frustrating.
Tonight, fear across America is growing, with cases
You cheeseheads better watch out.
confirmed in at least 14 states, including in New York, where a healthcare worker
Oh, it is in New York now.
New York,
who
Billy.
returned from Iran with the virus is now quarantined in her Manhattan home. And overseas, as the number of new
Dude, if someone has a virus that you don't want to spread, keeping them in Manhattan is probably not the best idea.
What are you going to travel them
Well,
out?
no. I mean, now that they're already back there, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
But you would think they would want to. I mean, think about how many people live in Manhattan, and they're basically all on top of each other. You know?
cases reported in China slows, clusters of infections outside of the country continue to expand. Students in Milan are being taught virtually with the number of coronavirus
Yeah,
cases.
northern Italy is the worst part of Europe when it comes to the virus right
a lot
now.
of people are pointing out that on that live stream that we did down at Pike Place Market, I put a piece of gum off the gum wall in my mouth.
And you ate it.
And it was in front of those girls who were from like South Korea.
Yeah.
And
that was like 3 months ago. It had nothing to do with coronavirus.
unless
right?
I was patient zero and started it off the gum wall and
You
gave it to
would
those
find
girls.
a way to make it about you.
That's what they're saying
You
in chat
would.
right now. They're saying that I
Okay.
I could be carrier zero, and those girls took it back to Korea, and it made it to China from Korea because the flight they went back on, and I kept it here in Seattle.
This isn't
Well,
your,
but I have
this isn't
always
your
said
big
you
break,
was
Billy.
I was in
Wait
Snohomish.
for a different one.
I was
You'll
in
get
Snohomish
famous
like
some other
2 weeks
way.
ago. 3 weeks ago, I was in Snohomish.
Cases in Italy doubling over the weekend to nearly 1,700. Pope Francis caused concern, stopping to
keeps
cough
dying?
during Sunday prayers.
In my own
Many
house.
officials say
He's
he's
fine
only
now,
suffering
but
from a bad
He
cold.
keeps getting sick.
In Paris, tourists have been shut out of the Louvre, the art inside the world's most visited museum, now off limits. But back in Washington tonight, there's concern the death toll at this nursing facility will only grow. And state health officials say
Would it be wrong for me
resources
to go there tonight and live stream after the show?
You're not going to get very close, but you can get out for
They're pretty close.
Yeah, you can get about as close as they can.
are stretched thin,
Should I try
and
and
only
sneak
the
in?
critically ill are being taken to the hospital. They believe there are many more people out there with the virus that don't know it, and warned this could be the tip of the iceberg. Nora?
All right, Jonathan, thank you.
I was wondering,
the
like,
press.
we're like, let's think of a totally disastrous scenario, like a huge amount of people in China get wiped out, and it like hurts their workforce there. The prices of things are going to go sky high because we depend on the shitty labor laws in China and their gigantic workforce to make products that we buy for pennies on the dollar.
You know what would be cool, though? If we started making those things here in America and we paid a good wage to the people who made it so they could afford to buy shit like that at a higher price.
Is it going to take a virus?
I mean, we should do something about that. We should bring that back here to America.
There should be a penalty for outsourcing.
Not just a penalty. You should get a bonus for
here's the
buying
thing.
American.
Here's the thing. The price of everything will go up, and your fucking Chipotle won't be as inexpensive anymore.
But
if
everybody here is making more money because they have more job opportunities, and we're not sending it to China for pennies on the dollar, I'll pay $20 for a Chipotle bowl if everybody around me is making more money, because all that money comes back to me anyways. I'm a sweet boy. People buy my music. People buy my T-shirts. People buy my Drunken Peasants podcast.
People buy my Drunken Peasants podcast.
Yeah. It all comes back to me anyways. It all comes back to me.
All right, so here's Trump talking about a vaccine in the works.
What do you want to hear from pharmaceutical executives about the vaccine? Well, we're talking, this meeting was set up before, and that was about drug pricing. This meeting was set up a long time ago with the pharmaceutical companies, and that meeting was about drug pricing because we brought the numbers down last year, first time in 51 years.
I like how pharmaceutical companies get the face-to-face meeting with the president.
Oh, dude, like you don't even understand.
Oh, I
Pharmaceuticals
understand.
is the Wild West right now.
I understand.
The drug prices, prescription, have come down, and I have a meeting scheduled on drug prices, but now we're going to make another subject, and that'll be probably the first subject, and that has to do with the vaccine. How are they doing? Is it possible to accelerate the development of the vaccine? That's what we're going to find out. We'll know that. Well, we've asked them to accelerate whatever they're doing in terms of a vaccine. Absolutely.
Mr. President, is it safe or appropriate to be holding rallies during a public health crisis like this?
Well, these were set up a long time ago, and others are. I mean, you could ask that to the Democrats because they're having...
Right now, there's no indication that we can't have rallies or sporting events or anything like that.
We're going to allow the NFL and everybody to still operate, but there will be no more protests in America due to coronavirus.
Wow. Yeah, what if he... I mean, the NFL's off season right now, so don't have to worry about that. And what is... I guess basketball and hockey are the two major sports that are going on right now.
And baseball pretty soon.
Yeah, that is
a lot
true.
of rallies. They're all having rallies. That's what they're doing. They're campaigning.
But do you think it's safe? Are you worried at all?
I think it's very safe, yeah. I think it's very safe.
Yeah, we're not in that moment yet where we have to shut everything fucking down. I mean, people are trying. The press keeps on trying to make people panic, which is their jobs, I guess. But fuck.
Oh, hey there. Well, not just that. If you go to the grocery store, I had to go pick up some bottled water last night for Joe's pregnant baby mama. She needed some water because Joe's been too sick to go fill the water jugs. So I went and picked up some water, and I went to the damn grocery store, and it was sold out. Gallon water. So I went to 7-Eleven. They had enough because they charge like $3 a bottle for water rather than 98 cents or whatever it is. So I picked some up there, but it's hard.
They're saying toilet paper, hand sanitizer, and water as being like the most sold out things.
Which is awesome because I don't wash my hands or wipe my ass anyways. So
well, there you go.
And I don't need water. I got Chipotle.
You nasty.
It's a joke, guys.
The reality is, as I said, 29 of the 43 domestic cases are in California and in Washington State and are centered in very specific areas that we're working to identify the
His
source
face
on.
doesn't move. You ever notice that?
It's because he's a Muppet and a reptilian.
It's just his lips barely move.
But I think people should just continue to use common sense this time of year. And but with regard to international travel, let me yield to the expert.
Well, I mean, to some people, common sense is washing your hands more, and to other people, you're basically wearing a hazmat suit.
Okay, I know that I said that Pence looked like a Muppet, but this guy was actually a character on the 1990s television show Dinosaurs. This is fat guy here.
I just want to echo what the vice president said, that we want people to go about and live their normal lives in this nation right now. The secretary's right. Even before the coronavirus, if you had asked CDC what you should do about preparedness, we would give that every individual should think ahead and prepare, whether it's a hurricane. And those recommendations haven't changed. And I really want people to reflect that. In going to, you're allowed, there's no travel restrictions in the United States. The CDC and the State Department and the task force have worked hard to recognize those areas where there's significant community transmission, where we give you advice that we would recommend you not travel there. And you know that China is that. We now have South Korea as a level 3. We have Italy, Japan, and Iran as level 3 travel advisories, which we would ask you to reconsider those travel plans. But in the United States, there's no travel restrictions. I want to echo again what everyone said. The risk to the American public at this point is...
Yeah, and if there were, it would be on Seattle in California.
Low. We are going to increase substantially surveillance, similar to what we do for flu. We have multiple different surveillance systems with Dr. Hans and the FDA getting more and more...
Here's the thing, though. They made the criteria for who got tested so tough that hardly anybody got tested at first, and that's why there's so many undetected cases.
Well, that lady there earlier in the news article said that her mom wasn't eligible for the testing and then died of it, right? That sucks.
Yeah.
But that happens.
Test out, those surveillance systems are going to be activated in the near future, and we'll have eyes on whether there is any significant new evidence of community pockets around this nation.
And Ashley, with regard to international travel, we'll continue to monitor the cases. We'll follow the facts, the experts, and the science, and determine whether additional travel advisories or restrictions are warranted. That being said, folks, we're going to slip out. We will be back.
We're going to slip out.
Let me tell you, we will be back here.
Question about preparedness, Mr. Vice President.
Do you hope the president comes down with coronavirus so you can be president?
We'll be back here every day. Get used to seeing us. We're going to bring the experts in. We're going to make sure and give you the best.
I bet Nancy Pelosi hopes they both get it.
And the most high-quality, real-time information from the best people in the world. So thank you all for being here.
We're going prime time, baby. Pence is coming back tomorrow.
So there you have. Dude, that's Nancy Pelosi's plan to stop Bernie, is that she'll make sure Pence and Trump get coronavirus and die, then she'll become President Pelosi. And then there's going to be no one. She'll be the sitting president going into the next election.
Bernie will run independent. I know.
Don't you hate how they fucking headline this? At least
That's
100 cases. Why don't they just say record? We've got 100 recorded cases. What do you think? At least they have to do everything they can to make you scared just a little bit. Fucking press.
Last time, I think Bernie thought that he was only taking away from Hillary's chances of beating Trump, so he stepped down. But Trump's here. Like, it's no longer a step down for Trump, right? It's like,
I'm not going to
do what you do.
I'm not going to pretend to know why he was doing it. I mean, he could have just been towing the party line. I don't know.
Isn't he usually running independent, though?
Yeah. He is an independent senator, but he caucuses with the Democrats.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's ridiculous that he thinks he needs to run as a Democrat.
Well, that's that platform, right? That gives you the legitimate platform.
It gives you it gives you the platform that tries to eliminate you. the entire time. If you're Bernie, that platform is your very first and foremost enemy. And Trump is secondary. And we're seeing that now. We're seeing that now because now Buttigieg and Klobuchar, and I think even your boy Yang is going to get behind Biden now. So that's what they're doing. They're scared to fucking death of Bernie getting the nomination. They saw and they got rid of some of their checks and balances to stop that they used last time. So now they're all rallying together and they're hoping that all of the people that supported Buttigieg and Klobuchar and Yang get behind Biden.
I'll vote for Biden if he comes and gives me one of those sweet back rubs.
So you're not voting for Biden?
Have a half-hour briefing from the vice president and top aides, experts in the U.S. government on the coronavirus. We're watching all of this very, very closely. The stakes clearly are enormous right now. Quickly want to get some reaction from our experts who are here. Dr. Zeke Emanuel, the risks, they repeatedly said, not just the vice president, but all the experts, including Dr. Fauci and the others, the risks remain low.
Well, I think you have to separate two risks, the risk of getting the virus and the risk of dying. Clearly, the risk of dying is low, but it's not non-existent, and it's higher if you're old, have comorbidities, even if you aren't old. The risk of getting it, we simply don't know. At the moment, we have 100 cases, but we haven't tested widely. It's worth noting that you get about 1 in 10 people in the country get the flu, even with a pretty effective vaccine. So I don't know how we're so sure that it's going to remain low. At the moment, we don't have a lot of cases, but that is, as Tony Fauci said, that's flexible and probably going to go away.
Quit trying to scare people.
I would say, however, that on the travel thing, I'm planning to travel next week to Norway. I'm planning to go to Denver I have a speech there in
You gonna die, honky!
March 17th. And, I'm going to be prudent. You should remember, being on a plane, the air is circulating on the plane. That's not what the risk is. The risk are droplets from people who cough or put droplets in the air. It's not just the the recirculation of air.
That's why surgical mask doesn't work, by the way. Because
what does work? Should I cover myself in wax?
You need one of those, like, plutonium suits.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll fly in that. Does it count as a carry-on item?
Are they, like, coated in lead or something? Are they, like, heavy as hell or what? Like, what?
Yeah. It's going to be hard to get through TSA.
I don't know. I don't even know what they're made out of. All right, here's
put a condom over your head.
Everyone, please like the stream. Liking the stream helps us all, and it's free, and it supports us. That would be great. Here's Amy Klobuchar and Pete Buttigieg endorsing Biden.
Give me the view from Joe Biden.
Well, Nicole, I mean, it's just been sort of a whiplash period for all of us following the Biden campaign. A week ago at this point, we were about to release a poll that showed Joe Biden in single digits with just a single-digit lead over Bernie Sanders in South Carolina. And if that was true and if that held, there were a lot of folks on the Biden campaign who didn't think they'd even be around for Super Tuesday at that point. And all of a sudden, we're in a situation where this is just party is beginning to coalesce around him in a big way so quickly that it's hard to keep our heads on straight here. What's interesting is I even just talking to the vice president in some private moments before we began the interview, there's a focus and sort of a calm around him that I haven't even seen in him in a while. I asked him to talk about, the fact that we saw Mayor Pete drop out, his conversation with him last night. He said that he encouraged him to stay involved in the race.
He was also, like, comparing Pete Buttigieg to his son. I saw him do the thing where him and Buttigieg were on stage together. He's like, yeah, he reminds me of Bo, his dead son. It's kind of a weird thing to say.
Damn. What was coy about whether he asked for his endorsement. I asked him about whether he's involved personally in efforts to try to consolidate the rest of the field around him, whether on the eve of Super Tuesday he was talking to the likes of Amy Klobuchar or others. This was 10 minutes before, by the way, the word would leak out that Amy Klobuchar was, of course, going to endorse him and join him tonight. And I have to tell you, Nicole, that I wasn't planning to go to Dallas tonight. He has one more event here. We were going to skip ahead to California to be in position for Super Tuesday, where he's going to be tomorrow. But the Biden team across the board has been strongly encouraging me to join there tonight. It's almost like they're building an Avengers sequel in Dallas tonight.
Oh my God.
Endorsement.
His party's
I hate all these people.
I I just want to say right now, all right, do not fall in line with the epidemic rats. They are full of they're politicizing coronavirus, COVID-19. Okay. Stay strong with Bernie, and if not Bernie, then Trump. And if not Trump, then death. Is that fair to say?
No.
Okay.
Here's the most recent polling data. So Sanders 8.5 points ahead, Biden, and then Bloomberg, and then Warren. Bloomberg and Warren are kind of neck and neck now, and then pretty much everyone below them is gone except for Tulsi, which I mean,
good
come
old
on.
Tulsi.
She's in last place. She's below the people that have dropped out.
I like Vice President Tulsi. Yeah. Steyer is a goner. Klobuchar is now back behind Sanders. Buttigieg for Bernie.
Klobuchar's gone. She dropped out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just dropped out, and they said on MSNBC that she was supporting Biden.
Yeah, Biden. Yeah.
There was a big Twitter tag, Buttigieg for Bernie, and then people started coming back with Buttigieg for Biden on Twitter. So they're fighting over that.
Buttigieg is behind Biden. They're all behind Biden.
Yeah. But it really doesn't matter. No matter who gets elected, we're just going to have 400 more years of freedom, right? Yay.
Here's Tucker Carlson, because a lot of things you hear is, oh, Bernie will never win an election. He can't win an election. Here's Tucker Carlson talking about that.
All of a sudden, Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont is the front runner in the Democratic race. As of tonight, Sanders has by far the best chance in the whole Democratic Party of getting the nomination. So how should you feel about that? Well, if you're conservative, it's probably a little hard to take the whole thing seriously. For one thing, it seemed to come out of nowhere. Nobody expected it. Nobody on TV warned you it was going to happen. For another thing, Sanders isn't half as gut-level offensive as someone like, say, Elizabeth Warren. Unlike Warren, Sanders is obviously sincere about what he believes. He means it. He's got the right enemies.
Yeah, unlike the liar Elizabeth Warren, Sanders actually believes what he says. Pimpmunk's the only Warren supporter that I know.
Do you still support her?
Well, I think she's pretty much lost it, so no. I mean, she's pretty much like, but I was on her wagon for a while. Now I'm more for Bernie than anybody else, but I'm going to vote for Biden if he gets it. I'm going to tell you right now.
Well, you're in a state where it matters, so I think you probably should.
No, it doesn't. His state goes red almost every time.
Yeah, my state goes red.
What?
Pimpmunk's vote matters there, though. We got to get those numbers up for the Democrat Party in his state, so people feel like they don't feel like it's wasted.
I mean, it's the same thing.
I know what Billy's saying.
No, he's just being a contrarian. It's the
he
same.
actually makes a
if you're in a
point,
state that okay, well then it also matters if you're in a state that always goes blue, how you vote.
Well, that's if you want blue to maintain their priority. I really don't care at this point. I feel like it's ridiculous here. But if blue could get a little more progressive in those states where it's red, it could be hopeful in the
that's
future.
not going to happen for a while down here, buddy.
Here we're comfortably blue, so I'm like, whatever. I'm not going to vote. Stay blue.
But I do have hope that that our like down here is getting better, because I see a lot of the younger people coming up, and they're not going to be hitched on the good old boy wagon. So I do see that changing in the future, but not right now.
Yeah. Two, CNN appears to hate Bernie Sanders every bit as much as they hate Donald Trump. That's a plus. And like everyone else on the left, Sanders talks mostly about economics rather than Putin and non-binary bathrooms. And it's refreshing to hear someone focus on things that matter for once.
Doesn't that scare you a little bit that they want Bernie to be the nominee?
Well, like if
they don't want him, but they're actually they're being sensible about it. They're saying hey, all of these Democrats are saying that there's no way Bernie could win, but we think he actually might win, and that scares us because he's a socialist, is the point he's getting at here.
Plus, it's not like Sanders is going to win the presidency. You keep hearing people on both sides saying there is no possibility No chance in the world that Bernie Sanders will get elected president in November. And that sounds right, basically. The guy calls himself a socialist. Come on now. This is America. That's what we're telling ourselves. But are we absolutely sure that that's true? Well, ask yourself this. Who was the last candidate they told you on television could never, ever win? Oh, yeah, the current president. So ignore the...
Yeah.
I thought for sure he was just a decoy.
The establishment of his party did not want him. There's a lot of people that are on his side now that were against him when he was a candidate. But the thing is the Republican Party doesn't have the same kind of checks and balances where they can push someone out if they don't like them and pick the person they want.
I still think this is a trick, though. I think this is a trick. I really do.
I don't think it's a trick. I think he's
fucking with your minds, and you're falling for it, Benjamin.
What am I falling for?
Fox News is always like antithesis of CNN.
Hold on,
right?
though. What do you think I'm falling for?
I'm just making shit up.
Oh, okay. Because I understand what he's saying. He doesn't like Bernie. He's saying we should be scared because Bernie could actually win.
I want Bernie to win now. I mean, I wanted Bernie to win. I mean, I was always kind of a Bernie or Warren guy. So it wasn't hard. But I just don't know, man. I just don't think he's going to get the nod.
I liked Warren early on as well. Basically because we both thought we were Native American.
People on TV, they're morons.
She's more Native American than you.
I know. And
they lack wisdom. They lack
American.
imagination. They're almost always wrong about everything. Of course, Bernie Sanders could win the general election. A year from now, we could be in the first months of a Bernie Sanders administration, and this would be a completely different country.
Okay, it wouldn't be a completely different country. He still has checks and balances on him. He can't like give us single payer health care overnight and erase to college tuition debt overnight. That would still have to be approved. So, I mean, it would be a slow process.
There's a lot of his stuff that I don't think. I mean, it's gonna be hard for him to pass, but I hope he gets it. I hope he gets it passed, but I don't think he'll. If Bernie gets president, I think it's gonna be hard for us to get the Senate.
I'm pretty sure he's passed kidney stones more easily. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
They might want to lose this election. The Democrats might want to lose this time around, so they have a maybe new leadership in the DNC for the next go around. And they can put all their money in on like Ocasio-Cortez or somebody young.
I don't think they want to lose.
But I mean, if they win, what happens? They have to fight for it again in 4 years with people that suck. Like all these people right now suck. They're not good presidents. Bernie is the best we got. He's so old.
They don't care as long as their person's in there.
Unless someone who is not leading the DNC right now is up for leading it when they fail this time around. Because of their old tactics. My conspiracy theories...
What if it's not actually at all the way it looks,
guys? Conspiracy
Billy
theories
tank
are
number
right.
355.
They're right 60% of the time.
No, they're not.
100% of the time, they're right 60% of the time.
Okay.
What kind of country would it be? Well, tonight we're beginning a series on Bernie Sanders' America. We take Sanders seriously. We think you should take him seriously, too. So we're starting tonight with Sanders' views on immigration. It's a topic that affects this country on every level. For decades, Sanders had what would now be considered conservative views on immigration. He cared about higher wages for workers. That was his issue. Mass immigration lowers wages, so...
Yeah, okay. So this is the part where he's like, Bernie's a piece of shit, and we should be really afraid and make sure he doesn't get elected.
And that's why the first part was 3 minutes and the last part was 4 minutes.
Right.
It was 3 minutes like, Bernie could win, and then 4 minutes of, he's going to be nice Hitler. He's going
to... Stalin. Stalin with a smile.
Gosh.
Bernie doesn't smile much, though. Bernie always looks angry.
Bernie's not angry. He's old. He's hungry, and he wants his meds.
But he's not that much younger than a lot of presidents. I mean, much older than a lot of presidents.
Well, yeah, he's not that much older than Biden or Trump.
He'd be the oldest president
or
ever
Warren.
elected.
Well, that's true.
But Trump is the oldest president.
Yeah, Trump was the oldest president ever elected, and he's only getting older as he maintains.
He's only getting older.
He's only getting older, guys. I thought Trump might get younger, but the only chance of that is his wife's getting younger.
That's pretty rock. That's rock solid. That's rock solid reporting right there, Billy.
Yes, sir.
He's not getting younger.
He's not getting any younger, folks, but his wife could be. Melania and him are on the rocks. You can trade her in for a 2014 model.
2014 model. 2014 model. How old would that be?
You know, Miss America 2014. She was a model in 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, she was Miss America 2014. Add a couple of years on that, out the woodwork. She's probably 24 years old now. It's about Trump time.
You know, Bernie did a public access TV show when he was a mayor, and he would just like go into the mall and interview people. And I saw this where he interviewed these punk rock
We're now
kids.
talking to two young people from South Burlington.
Burlington.
All right, one from Burlington. What is your name?
Michelle.
Michelle, and your name is Mike Blair. And Mike, you're from South Burlington. Michelle, you're from Burlington.
This is 1988.
This is good.
Well, let me start off by saying it's an interesting hairdo.
Thank you.
Lipstick is also very interesting. The color screen will focus in on it.
Yeah, dude.
And it's usually a black. Is that right? All right. So let me ask you the obvious question. All right. What does your dress mean? What does it say, or does it mean anything, or what?
It's just basically saying, to heck with society, to heck with law and order. Well, it's not so much law and order.
You don't want to be a conformist.
But
You're saying to the mayor to heck with law and order?
Talk like that. I really do.
Is the store behind him Sweet Boys? Is that what it says?
It's hard to say. Sweet something. And this is 1988, by the way. 1988.
It's just basically saying that you can do whatever you want to do, and it doesn't matter. I can be punk rock, if you want to say. I don't like the way society's run.
Bitch, just dress like that. Why don't you just say that? I just dress like this because I like it. Why don't you just say that?
No, it's about sticking it to the man.
Look, I just need to know, my generation, we're a lot different than yours. Which one of you two probably sucks the better dick?
The cop out, everybody's
I'm going to say he does.
All right, and all right, talk about that. What specifically? What are the aspects of that society that you don't like? How would you like to see it change?
Yeah, and this is 1988. That just shows how old he is.
People are not open-minded enough, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he's got like salt and pepper hair.
If you look at the pictures of him in 1968 getting arrested at the protest marches, he looks young. But he looks like a young guy waiting to get old, right?
Slowly on his way.
Yeah, he looks like he's ready to get that fucking cardigan and jacket with the patches on the elbows.
That in order to be stable in society, you have to have money. You have to live in a suburb.
There should be an age limit
you
on
have
being
to...
the president, let's say 60 years old. If you get elected and turn 60 during your term, finish the 4 years and leave office.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, I don't agree.
Only because we're closer to 60 than
Well, that's true.
I'm closer to the minimum voting age than I am to 60.
Do the set things, such as have so many people over for dinner a night, a week, or you're not socially acceptable.
If I was Bernie
you gotta
at this
dress
moment,
a
I'd just
certain
hit her with a microphone.
way to be socially acceptable.
Yeah, if this was me IRL streaming, I'd be trying to push the microphone into her mouth.
And
I'd probably go to jail.
I don't believe in having to belong to anything to be a person. I can do basically what I want with my appearance.
Fast forward this mall now, this exact store is a hot topic, and the people that look like them are behind the counter selling shit to people that look like
what kind of
teeny boppers.
What kind of society would you like to see? Well, I'm kind of an anarchist, but
I'm kind of an anarchist.
Communism doesn't bother me like a true communism where it just goes to like no freedom of enterprise, because then everybody gets a chance to live and be safe, But when it goes as far as cutting down people's freedom of speech, that's not I don't feel that's right.
That's why I moved from my subscription to Drunken Peasants from Patreon to Subscribe Star, because I like the freedom of speech.
Drunken Peasants, established 1988.
Yeah, it was a good year.
Distinguishing between what you mean as true communism as opposed to what exists, say, in the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marx's idea of communism was a lot different than what they have it now. I'm kind of an...
All right, so the dude, okay? Check this out. This is going to blow your mind.
Is that Buttigieg?
No. No.
Town meeting television. CH17.
Hi, welcome to Channel 17.
Is this her now?
My name is Megan. I work here as the channel director, and we have a series of videos called Bernie Speaks from the days when CCTV was first starting. In 1984, CCTV began, and in the mid to late 80s, Bernie Sanders did a lot of production with Nat Air. And he produced 51 programs called Bernie Speaks with the Community. And he wandered around the community, the waterfront, the mall, interviewing citizens, talking to citizens on the street publicly, and creating his own media.
That's how we know that's not Biden's show.
That's television. And we're here today with Mike Blair, who is one of the folks.
It's him.
That's him.
Yeah.
That Bernie
That's Jeff Holiday.
They tracked him down.
is
Jeff Holiday,
seen, in episode number, I can't remember the episode number 41, I think.
And the craziest thing is this guy's a Bernie supporter, and he didn't remember that he talked to Bernie Sanders because he didn't know who that guy was that interviewed him at the mall.
Yeah.
When he was a teenager.
That was produced in 1988, where Bernie Sanders walks through the Burlington Square Mall, interviewing people, passerby in the mall. And a couple of things that I love is that Bernie Sanders asks everyone their full name before he does the interview. And that allowed us to track down Mike, who I also recognize because I was a youth at this time, at the same time as Mike, and he's in the video. And Mike, tell us, so you've seen the video.
Yeah, I've seen the video.
Yeah.
Kind of came to me as a surprise. It was actually, I've been talking for about 2 months to my wife about how someday I'd love to have the opportunity to meet and talk to Bernie Sanders.
So before you saw this, you forgot.
Totally forgot about it. And then I got a messenger message from a friend of mine who said, hey, you're in this video. And I didn't look through my work day. And then eventually I was like, maybe that's for real. And I look, and there I am.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, I already
So you were a fake anarchist.
Yeah.
You got a job? Ugh.
Well, he talks about how his views then have basically evolved to exactly what Bernie Sanders' views are now. So it's kind of weird. I don't know. I saw this. I'm like, wow, that's crazy how they tracked him down. They tried to find the girl, too, but they couldn't find her. So
She's dead of a heroin overdose.
She's in his backyard.
She probably changed her name due to marriage or witness protection.
To him.
Okay, well, let's take a look now.
Yeah, so they watch it and they talk about it, but I just thought that was interesting. So we're going to move on to the next segment, but before we do that, let's check out Streamlabs, Super Chat, all that fun stuff.
Let me reload it. It's going to take one moment. Everybody watching right now, if you got a Super Chat or a Streamlabs donation, put them in now because I'll be reading them, and anything will be read if it comes in quick.
And we're doing 3 shows in a row. So we have a show tomorrow and a show Wednesday. We've got to meet this goal before the end of show on Wednesday. So if you got any shekels to throw our way, now's the time, my friends.
To back. Okay, so Effordshire said, Doc said I had to get tested for Corona, Crispy Boy. Just had a sinus infection. The UK is fine, lads. How you? We're doing good now. Like we seem to be fairly healthy.
Well, the good news for the UK is that Billy the Fridge doesn't have a passport, so he will not be coming there soon.
Yeah,
to
Patient Zero is staying in the United States for now. $100 says I'm a mod now. Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's like Shabisky because Shabisky sells mods to people. Yeah. I went to Shabisky's stream earlier and I counted how many people were watching and how many mods he had in the chat, and it was over 30% of the viewers were mods.
Nice. Mickey Richards says, let's get this goal moving. Oh, yeah. Woo, 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 baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Woo, woo, woo. Cigarette fire. Something, something. Taco Bell and old people getting Taco Bell Modelo virus and old people butthole something, something. Hello, Pimpmunk. Hello, Mickey Richards.
Someone in the chat said, fix audio, please. What's wrong with the audio?
It's a troll. Rowlison Chains says, at least it's not the Modelo virus, or else Billy might have to say negro. Rot Feast Tenders says, I'm finding a Mexican to do Pimpmunk's job cheaper than he can. Yeah, but do you realize Pimpmunk's job, it costs a lot just to supply cigarettes and soda pop. Like, you're going to be paying. Why not just pay Pimpmunk? Why not just give the cigarettes and soda pop to Pimpmunk?
Remember when we did the math and we figured out how much money Pimpmunk spends on cigarettes in a year? It was like, damn.
Well, it's not that much now, though.
It was about $64,000 a year.
It was $182,000 actually.
Yeah. We were like, Pimp, if you didn't smoke cigarettes, you'd be very well off. Very well off.
Well, actually, I don't smoke nowhere near what I did, but yeah.
Yeah, you've learned how to breathe.
I'm gonna try to quit again.
You've learned how to breathe without a filter, and that's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know they're banning menthol cigarettes everywhere now.
What are you gonna do about it?
I don't smoke menthol, so I'm good.
Oh, cool.
They got rid of all flavored cigarettes in the EU, I think.
The Robot Chicken MLP says Bernie was one of the first IRL streamers. He didn't stream. He's one of the first YouTubers. Bernie was Tom Green before Tom Green was cool.
He was way more polite than Tom Green.
Let's see. Victoria Cooper says, my coworker is Italian and goes to Italy every year to visit family. I'm worried about him traveling there and getting the virus.
Is he going to northern Italy or southern Italy? Because if he goes to Rome or Naples, it's not down there, but it's up in
I used to wonder why
Milan
people spent money on live streams. Then I realized I was giving my money to sweet boys. Here you go, sweet boys.
It's true.
Thank you so much. We are.
Thank you very much.
It's true.
Oh, and by the way, I see a lot of people asking about Joe in the chat. I've been in contact with Joe. He's in recovery right now. Joe and I have something very special planned for everybody. I don't want to give too many details, but
it's a sex tape.
It's coming up. It's coming up very soon. Very soon on a Sunday.
It's coming up.
We've already set a date for it. Sunday, March 15th. Something very special on this channel that me and Joe are doing. It's going to be different than what we normally do.
Different.
Me and Joe are bringing you something completely fucking
different. The Cinephiliac says it's Captain Trips, not coronavirus. The Dark Man cometh. Shibola. Bumpity bump bump. Something about that tea from Long Island makes me happier than other teas. Also, the Rat Man forgive you this time.
Oh, you know what? I've got another announcement too. I need to run down the guests that we've got going on too, because it's just like on the 12th we got Casey Tron. On the 14th, remember we have Ethan Ralph. Guess who else is joining us for that? It's gonna be interesting.
Who?
Vosh.
Really?
Vosh and Ethan Ralph are gonna be on the same
We're all
stream
gonna be
together
friends that night.
And I was like, Ethan, I was thinking about having Vosh on. He's like, that's cool. I won't have to talk that much then.
Oh. The question is, can we get Vosh to talk about wrestling?
I don't know. He probably doesn't like it. Not for Human Consumption guys are coming on. Hellbent's coming on. We've got stuff in the works. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Pimpmunk. That's all you gotta say.
Yeah. Rot Feast Tenders just Tucker looks like he went through an air fryer.
Yeah, he looks like he is a little dried out.
A little crispy. I think we are done with the donos for now. Everything else was a $20 or above. Thank you guys for your continued contribution to the show. It's going to be a rough stretch here, having to do back-to-back shows and make sure we get that goal. But I think we could do this. We're grown-ups. We can come together right now and keep the streak alive, I'm sure.
Right now.
Over me.
Who didn't expect this guy to grow up and be a Bernie supporter, though? You think he was going to support Biden or Trump? like what would have to go in this little punk rocker's life right here to be like, you know what? I'm an establishment Democrat. Or even more, you know what? I think Donald Trump's got it right.
Dude, I remember all the punk rock albums that came out in the late 80s all had like Ronald Reagan with a fucking sword through his head on the cover and shit like yeah. I mean like there was a NoFX had an album cover in the 80s and it was Margaret Thatcher with a strap on banging Ronald Reagan in the butt on the cover of their album.
Good old days.
Yeah. So, I guess we're doing oddities.
Ooh.
Okay. So I don't have the video of this, but it doesn't matter anyway because it's just a 2-hour stream of King Cobra muted, talking to the camera, moving his hands and everything.
Did you know that smoking increases your risk of developing Alzheimer's and dementia? For smoking impairs your respiratory
Let me
function,
guess who that
which
is.
interferes
You know
with the
who.
body's proficiency in regards to delivering oxygen to the brain. The more you know.
Suck a dick, John Morgan. How about that?
So King Cobra streamed for 2 hours, totally muted, not one sound in the entire stream. He's talking to the camera, flailing his arms around like he usually does. He looked like he was mad. His whole chat is a mixture of trolls telling him that his audio's fine and people who are genuinely telling him that they can't hear him.
People are donating, saying they can't hear him and stuff.
Yep. And I don't know if he just ignores the chat because he gets so much hate in it or what. And there was so many people because Cobes was ignoring the chat. They recognized me and they were trying to bait me in the chat a bunch of times. One guy wanted to fight about him having big dogs and me having little dogs. So I was just like, your dogs are fat. You got some fat ass dogs. You fucking fat dogs.
Don't fat shame doggo.
Hey, they were size shaming little doggo.
Let's be honest. Little dogs have it easy. They live longer. They don't have to eat as much. Their poops look like candy instead of
so much better,
monsters.
superior in every way.
Wrong.
Yeah,
Big dogs
using a Trump debate tactic.
Big dogs are the best.
I have one of each. I have a big giant dog and a very tiny dog, so I got it covered.
I have a medium-sized dog and then 2 really tiny dogs. Well, I have one small dog and one like almost insect-like dog.
You have a couple of rats that are furry. And then one giant doggo that holds things down.
They're not rats. They're fucking adorable. They're the best.
Rats are adorable.
Oh, we're number 1 on IP2 right now?
Whoop, whoop.
Awesome. Shout out to IP2.
Pull over that ass too fat. Whoop, whoop.
You know, we're one of the few streamers on IP2 that I noticed that actually gets more likes than dislikes on our streams. Like, even though Blade gets a ton of viewers, he always has more dislikes than likes. Yes.
Damn it.
Yeah, and Captain Content, most of those IRL guys, it's weird.
You know why? Because I'm on this show, and I'm nice Poseidon.
Nice Poseidon?
Yeah. I'm the real sweet boy of IP.
Can you do the
Who
weird...
loves Billy more than
No, I can't.
I pissed myself. Play RuneScape? Yeah, I don't know. Since I don't have the Cobra video, and like I said, it's dumb, I could play any Cobra video and mute it and say it was the video. I'm gonna play a little bit of some Cobes that from his last stream.
Muted?
No, not muted.
Oh.
Just so we can comment on. Like, how are we gonna comment on a muted video?
Well,
if anything, I should have recorded my screen and got the chat because that would have
been funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's really good?
I was about to be on Steve McRae's show, and I didn't think about it.
Have the wherewithal.
And by the way, if anyone wants to see, I was on Steve McRae's channel earlier today, and we had a cool discussion. But I will warn you, it was some of it was about Onision. He asked me. he was like, well, you've met Onision, so you kind of know more about him than some people. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll talk about him.
You should get on Chris
Here's another
Hansen.
one. By watching Stephen Ray channel, you actually have to watch
If someone who writes a blog about him,
Yeah, you're like, oh, I had Chris Hansen in my studio.
You
I have
called
footage-
Onision Chris Hansen just now.
Oh yeah, I had Onision in my studio. If you want to see some, and shout out to Chris Hansen. His mom died, and that's so sad. I really that's
Yeah,
that's
whatever.
sad.
No
That's
one's
sad.
happy about that.
I just rest in peace to
Right.
your mom, dude.
Right.
That's
R.I.P..
rough. That's rough. But Onision was in here and actually got molested on your couch
by Joe.
Yeah.
It's so weird. We've had Repsion and Onision basically sitting in the same place.
Both of them getting assaulted on this couch.
Yeah. Dude, when Onision was here, Repsion sent in a Streamlabs thanking him for helping him make all that money off of him. Dude, Onision was pissed when he was like, is that really him? I'm like, yeah, that's really him.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to play Cobes here.
What's really good, YouTube? Chilling like a rock star villain.
He's drunk. I can tell already.
Fresh at work on another batch of wands.
Yeah, wands.
Now, one of the wands is going to be black with rainbow stripes. Winding up the wand in different colors. That's going to take a minute to paint.
You should buy
Therefore,
one of
I'm
those
gonna have to
wands,
charge.
man.
They're not that aesthetically, like I'm not a wand collector anyway. But if I was,
I'm not going to buy one of his wands. They're just not that aesthetically pleasing.
They're not.
I'm not really a wand collector, but as far as wands go, I got to put my money in
Dude,
other wands.
I would buy one of those Harry Potter
He
replica
immediately
wands
defended
before
it,
I'd
didn't he?
buy
He's
one
like-
of these.
He caught himself. He was like, it's not a statement. I'm not a wand collector.
Hey, if I was a wand collector, I would admit it.
Yeah, you'd have a flag hanging off one of the wands.
Yeah, of a wand. It's a wand flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More for that wand.
I collect flags, especially like national flags. So I have a bunch of those, like all the different flags of multiple nations and a few state flags.
And I'm also offering a pink and purple wand with the batch because it was Valentine's Day recently. But yeah, right now just chilling out at the CY
made
bar.
Valentine's Day
grabbing
wands.
a picture and heading home.
Okay, this is one thing I'll tell you.
Tell me.
KingCobraJFS, Chris Chan, both lolcows on the internet, both autistic, admittingly autistic. King Cobra actually works. Like, he found a way to monetize his lolcowdom.
Okay, hold on. Sonichu is a comic that's been in circulation for years.
But it's been leaked, and he doesn't get paid that much for
He
that.
gets paid some.
Not much.
He doesn't make a living off his wands.
What does he make a living off of?
Probably gets some. Well, for one, he lives in Wyoming, where rent's like nothing. He probably gets some sort of
Sure,
disability.
and I've lived in the Midwest and in New Mexico where it's really cheap
He
to
probably
live
gets
too.
disability. He gets like his stuff off of YouTube as well. I bet you Chris Chan gets a lot of money that gets spent on garbage.
Has he said he gets disability?
Who?
Cobes.
Cobes? No, but I bet you he does.
I'm not going to assume.
I mean, you could put two and two together, Sherlock Holmes style, and say this guy's getting a check.
But my opinion, Cobes is way more tolerable than Chris Chan. I'm just saying.
He's more likable. He's and like I said, when Chris Chan needs money, he just begs for it like DSP style. But when Cobes needs money, he'll at least be like, hey, I'll make more wands if you want to buy one or whatever. He'll be like, I'll do this for you. Instead of being like, please give me more money.
By the way, guys, we have to meet the goal in 3.
So
that goal is we offer something extra for it.
Yeah.
I've never been like, guys, I didn't pay my taxes last year. Please, here's how much taxes I owe. If I made that the goal, like pay men's taxes, and it was like exactly the amount of taxes I owed, that would be ridiculous. Oh,
Or
and by
do
the
like,
way,
hey, I got a big surprise for you. And then shows this fucking cat that you've already seen. On
are you going to go to DSP's hearing? I think it's on the 5th.
I'm thinking about it. I have to fly out the next day, so it depends on how much rest I want.
I have to leave,
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we should do it.
I'm thinking about it. I got to figure out where it's at and then what time it's at. If it's too early, I don't want to wake up too early. If it's too late, I don't know. Maybe I don't want to deal with traffic. So it's got to be in a good window.
Is it in Renton? Well, I mean, like, or would that be in Seattle? Is there
I'm
a way
not sure
of
where
finding
it's
out?
at. Yeah, I gotta figure out.
Are there
where
any of you weird people out there that stalks DSP that could tell us where's? Because it's got to be public information. Dude, he would poop himself if we showed
Would
up.
he?
Dude, he's scared as hell of like. Oh, dude,
I'm a sweet boy. He doesn't mind.
He is scared as hell of any of his like real life antagonists.
I'm not an antagonist. I'll be fine. Matter of fact, if I
I'm
go
not
there,
saying we're gonna do anything to him.
if I go there,
he's just
someone
afraid of them
messes with
being
him?
around. No, they won't even mess with him. He's just afraid of being around them.
I'm going there to protect him.
I got another video response I'm going to make when I get home.
I'm gonna do the opposite when everyone
But I
else comes up
figured
with a friend.
this video. This video, I just want to say a couple things, like, yo, YouTube, what's really good? No, but seriously, YouTube, I appreciate the support I get from my fans on the KingCobraJFS channel. I really do.
He's appreciative.
Yeah, you know, I've noticed that with that support comes a lot of trolls, you know?
With you, they're one and the same. I mean, like, the people that support you are basically benevolent trolls. It's all trolls. Some of them like you and don't want you to go away, so they help you, and some hate your guts and judge you for every decision you make because they're not even the main characters in their own lives, basically. So, yeah, it's all troll with you. But that's cool. Whatever. Embrace it. I like his weed plugs. He's got little marijuana leaf plugs.
And being a YouTube celebrity.
I love that. People were trolling me, and I was like, you know what? When I get trolled in a King Cobra live stream with no audio, that's how I know I made it. Now I am truly a YouTube celebrity.
One day.
That's what I mean, like, that's all I needed.
One day, baby.
I can't get any higher than that.
Noticed that people like to spread rumors and start crap, you know.
Yeah.
My point being, YouTube, is you can't believe everything you hear about celebrities. Yeah.
He's talking about himself.
I know. It's so funny.
When they said I ordered a $70 pizza from Papa John's, that's just people trying to slander me because I'm a celebrity.
It was $64.
$64.95.
Tip didn't even bring it over $69.
Or just
he's a low tipper.
Slide in here and sip on that Bud Light Mountain Dew pitcher mix. Yeah, buddy.
Oh.
Bud Light Mountain Dew pitcher mix. Yeah, buddy. Rot Zombie knows how to eat. He knows how to drink. He puts his Budweiser Mountain Dew chelada.
That's the weirdest combination
And
I've
a
ever heard in my
$70
life.
Domino's pizza.
Bud Light and Mountain Dew. What?
Yeah, buddy.
What? Did you burn your taste buds off with a Hot Pocket at one point in your life?
Dude. It's when you turn the Hot Pocket into a pocket pussy and then eat it.
Yeah, you burn your dick off when you first put it in, and then by the time you get to the middle, it's frozen.
Yeah. It's hard out here.
Is he
He
spinning?
smoked that cigarette really fast, by the way. I mean, he puffed that motherfucker down.
And you're the cigarette expert here. Like, you know what it's like to smoke a cigarette.
I know how to smoke a cigarette. That motherfucker.
Here's the best part of it. I might make more wands for this batch when the ones I got
What an angle.
painted are painted.
People kept calling him Fish Face, saying he got like big fish lips.
So rude.
Keep going and see how many more, you know, kind of make the batch a little bit bigger. I've been
Dude, those videos of him describing how to perform fellatio.
Yeah, it taught me how.
Or is it No, that's like.
Oops.
That's like dick.
Blowjobs is fellatio.
Okay, what's
Cunnilingus is
cunnilingus?
vaginal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cunnilingus.
Cunnilingus.
Yeah.
Of the U.S. ass.
Yeah.
Slacking on the wands for Etsy, but that's all right.
That's all right.
Yeah, the fact that he has two eyes looking in different directions at the same time does kind of make him look even more like a fish.
Well, it also makes him look like he could never get snuck up on.
I still like him though. Like the fact that he has this weird look, I think that's cool.
If you disliked him because of his looks, you'd be the piece of trash.
Right.
Oh
Right.
man, you so stupid. I think he's snuck up on you. So stupid.
I want to like run behind him with a fishing rod.
Not gonna happen.
With some shiny lures
He's
on
gonna
it.
think it's your wand, and he's gonna pull his wand out and cast a spell.
My wand is much longer.
My wand has a reel.
I think he just wants to see the smoke come out of his nose. I really do.
He's about to start smoking the filter. Dude, I can't believe Blade actually like took a hit off of his cigarette when the filter was on fire.
Oh yeah,
that's so gross, dude. That's nasty shit that he's inhaling there.
No, I left a couple of comments on that one video that people were talking about and just leaving it at that, you know?
No, we don't know.
He is smoking the filter now.
Dude, I love Pimpmunk. I love how Shanny for Christ is in your streams all the time now.
I know it. It pisses me off too. I insult her to try to get her to leave. I insult.
It turns
the
her
fuck
on when
out
he
of-
does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's Trubisky's fucking fault though.
Hey, Pimpmunk, you want to put your fucking face between my butt cheeks?
You know I
Ma'am,
do.
I
Or
do
you know he
not.
does.
You two, Billy the Fridge, double team the fuck out of me, both of you. Yeah,
Blowing
baby.
bubbles in the chocolate milk.
Yeah. Yeah, do it to her, guys. Do it. Yeah. Yeah, do you hear Revelation News behind me? He agrees. He wants to sit in the fucking cuck tent while you guys pound away at me. Yeah, tell him, Shannon. Yeah.
Yeah, that won't be happening.
Tell him, Shannon.
Yeah, dude, last night.
Tell him.
Last night we watched a video with Shanny, and in the whole video in the background, you can hear Rev going, yeah, tell him. Yeah.
Tell him, Shannon. Tell him,
Yeah.
Shannon. God
And then
damn
we
it.
watched one with him, and the whole time she's in the background like, yeah, fuck yeah. And like, it's ridiculous. Make a video together if you both want to talk in it. Don't make a video where the other one's in the background like, yeah. You can like hear them like faintly in the background like, yeah, you tell them.
I would rather just commit homicide, suicide, and just not do it. Just
And
not sex
genocide?
that way.
Homicide,
I would
suicide,
rather kill
and genocide?
100 I would rather stab 100 babies with a claw hammer than fuck that ugly motherfucker. I'm sorry.
Oh my
Which
God.
one?
No.
Who are we talking about?
Who would you rather fuck, Rev or Shanny?
Rev!
Boom, ba boom, 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 ba boom, boom, boom. And got that
Like a
super
fucking-
bass.
I'm not even going to hesitate. Rev!
Do you want to see some of their pornography, Pimpmunk?
No.
Billy watched some of
sent
it.
me- She sent me that thing with her ass, right? And those things that she had
do you have
was
your
not
computer?
supposed to be thongs.
Yeah, should I? Let me pull it up. Don't,
All right.
don't open up yet.
Okay.
Oh my God.
They were
Yeah,
not supposed to be thongs.
So on our last private show, I drew. Don't open it up yet, because.
Okay. Hide your furry porn.
Well, it's. I have to find the actual one that's safest, because right now, once it opens up, it's going to be on Shanny naked in the bathtub, and I think that one's a little too graphic for YouTube.
Yeah.
And yes, Frosty, her inner thighs are stained.
I heard that if it's artistic, you can show all kinds of nudity.
Are you
and stuff.
sure?
Yeah, but let's just show the one that you want to show. Just
Yeah,
pull it
this
up.
one is safest. It doesn't have any nipples or.
Is it up?
Yeah, it's up now.
All right, there it is.
So this is what you saw, right, Pimpmunk?
Yes.
We played Sictionary on the last private show, where I had to watch something the audience couldn't watch, and I drew it because it was too sick to show on the actual video. And this was the clip you saw, right?
Yeah, she sent me the actual clip, and
Would
in
you
the
say this is
background you
pretty
heard Rev
accurate?
going, "Damn." Yeah, actually, that's pretty close. You actually did her a favor and made her a little bit thinner, I do believe.
I don't know, man. This is Sictionary.
Sictionary.
And not enough pimples on the ass, by the way.
Oh my God.
Well, I can only do so much with so little time.
It looked like a pizza on steroids. I
The people
swear
in the
to
chat
God.
were begging us to mute the audio because we let the audio play.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah, it got pretty wicked.
Like you can hear Rev all face deep in some shanny.
Oh,
And
you're
she's like,
Shan.
yeah, eat it,
I don't
yeah."
want to breathe, Shan. Just let me die down here. Treat me like a mine victim. The canary's already a goner. Leave me down here for 24 more minutes. And you can bang me rigor
G-Man hit
mortis
that
style.
shit, too. G-Man hit that shit too. You know he did.
I hope he did.
Yo,
The
YouTube,
way he
no
was
copyright.
Acting when he was licking the
did.
Oreo. Oh my God, he was licking the Oreo like it was Shanny.
Chocolate.
You're not gonna the chocolate. This is me with Shanny for Christ. He's like licking an Oreo out. And I'm like, no, stop it. That's definitely not an Oreo down there.
Yeah, and then there was the stream where Shanny and G-Man were arguing. And G-Man's like, you're not getting the chocolate. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Shay's like, yeah, baby, you want some of this? You want to pound away at this? Fuck yeah, G-Man, come on, bring it. And you can hear Rev in the background like, are you going a little too... And she's like, shut the fuck up. I know what I'm doing.
I'd rather take G-Man in my ass than go with Shanny. I'm just going to go ahead and say that.
Well, I'm sure you'd rather do that than quit smoking.
I would never pick up a cigarette again if I had to have sex with her.
Quit smoking now.
Dude, I mean, I would... No! I mean, I know I'm a big guy, maybe not the best looking guy ever, but I've had some attractive women. No! Shit, no! That's just nasty. Nasty. I'd rather fuck a coronavirus victim. I would take my chances.
You'd rather have sex with one of the old ladies in Kirkland that has coronavirus?
I'm like, wait a second.
Yes,
There's a whole
I would go fuck an old dying bitch.
We just happen to know where you could find some of those, Pimpmunk.
Come on over.
And they can't leave, so they're a captive audience.
Ew. Oh, my friends are back. The opinions expressed in the Angelic Initiative episodes are the opinions of angels and godly presences. The host lives are channeling these messages from much higher dimensions.
Hi, friends.
It's cold
in Planet
now where
Earth
they
dating.
are.
It's Saturday,
Oh, that's
February
a cute
22nd,
doggy.
2020. 2020-0222.
She's so happy.
The
Look
Lynn
at
Life
her.
and the Jamie Body Mind, the authorized souls remain only child souls from the deeper, denser dimensions, and all other souls from all other dimensions, as long as the souls are already living by the many rules already given to the search for truth community by wiser minds above all of us. And again, we acknowledge that souls don't live by those rules, and that some of the souls that have been coming in this past maybe 10 days or so are scary enough that the bodies wake up on high alert, and the feeling of, I'm not going back to sleep.
That's
right. Ruffians.
Oh, no, that's right.
That's right.
Ruffians, brigands, vandals.
Exactly.
What?
Skidabaggy-dinky-dink.
Acknowledge that that's
Got
going
Tourette
on.
syndrome all of a sudden.
For him is the message. And why do you ask?
One of the first questions
Did
on
that
their...
dog just take a dump? That's why they had to cut?
I think so. One of the first questions on their FAQ on their website is like, or one of the first things on their FAQ is like, yes, Jamie is not available. She is not single, basically. Because they get that a lot. She's got a fan base.
Of course she does. She's gorgeous. She's a very beautiful young lady.
She got a nice rack.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody's
Pimpmunk.
stepping
She's
up
got
to the
She's got a
microphone.
direct
Room
connection to
of
God. You're
higher
worried
She
about
is
her
a
powers.
woman. She is an object, okay? I'm sorry.
They
men are
have a
objects
feeling
too.
of kicking a can down the road, meaning
Yes.
pushing the problems into tomorrow and maybe into
Yes.
someone else's
Yes.
shift or something like that. And we just notice that
Yes.
feeling. And they're
right now.
Just giving a reach around to the
that
tree.
is the reality. We also
Yes.
noticed that the past couple
Tickle the
of
balls,
days,
yes.
the visiting souls have wanted to just let go of that pesky soul plan. And
that's good.
we know from our healing practice how common this reaction is. That in this time of crisis
That poor
on planet
doggy being
Earth, when
owned
the
by such
human
crazy
soul
humans.
plans are all stop the destruction, stop it now, do it. And society doesn't.
I wish she'd make more videos where she does energy healings on horses. And the horse, the horse, yeah, she got bit the one time.
Seem to want to even acknowledge that the destruction is a problem.
No, not at all.
And then it requires people to make a choice between their soul plan and the society. And the almost universal response is to pretend that they can ignore the soul plan, which doesn't really work in the long run. It doesn't make
jerking off something.
Yeah.
Someone right above, someone who has their penis pointed at the top of her head.
Which could be any one of us, honestly.
the soul contract go
Not gonna
away, and we
judge.
are held accountable for
This just
our
happens to be an
commitments
Invisible
to
Man,
each other and
which
to
is in theaters
spirit.
this week. Use our link
It actually
below.
looks kind of good.
I heard it was good.
True.
Yeah.
I like those kind of movies that they blur the line between thriller and horror, but they're more psychological than all just like gore. You know,
And somebody's
I like gore
talking
too,
and
but
saying, and
I
the issue
like
seems
the
to
more,
be
like,
this
cerebral
delay
ones.
of karma, and the body posture. It might be a raw
Yeah, that's
type.
what it looks like.
The issue seems to be this delay of karma, and there's somebody else sitting in that same room of angels and godly presences who might be Saul, and is saying, "We've got this proposal."
Saul is an
and he's
advanced
gotta-
soul who's been advocating for karmic reform. Might be Saul.
Saul.
Better call Saul.
Better call Saul.
Good old Saul here for karmic reform.
Tone of voice.
What's karmic
that's
reform?
patience
Is
with
that
an
like
edge.
I guess
medical
reforming your
reform?
karma, like if you have shitty karma, you're trying to like fix it and get good karma
So it's,
again.
it's fixing your personal karma. It's not. It's not
guess.
reforming the system for which karma works under.
I don't know. Good question.
Because we don't think that the people who are being rude to us are getting enough karmic justice. So if we can prove that people online are being mean to us, we should be able to deal out karma by our own hands.
That's right.
We've got this proposal that has been put forth many, many times. What about implementing instant karma for the bad tail?
So IG Muck in the fan chat asks, why the Britney mic? Their hands are busy as hell channeling. They couldn't hold a microphone and do this at the same time. They need the Britney mic.
We gotta have it.
Lynn has her fingers up like, yeah.
Yeah. Shake,
Yes.
shake, shake.
Yes.
Wow,
shake,
the
shake.
crazy guy.
Yes. She's doing the yes chant.
Scale of the bell curve of karma.
The bell
in such
curve
a way
of
as to
karma.
provide guidance to the masses and also balance the bell curve of karma. And somebody says, what do you mean by bad tail of the bell curve of karma? And he says the humans who are pulling the parade of destruction hardest in the direction of destruction, or who are blocking the turnaround to sustainability most effectively.
That's right.
And somebody says, what do you mean by that? And it's kind of an arguing
Change
tone.
up for that
and
true thing, isn't she?
Yeah, I think maybe she decided to switch it up a little bit. This goes on for a very long time. I just I find them calming in the middle of the show to kind of switch to them and just listen to their ramblings for a little bit. And now we're going to move on to the next segment.
I love this segment.
All right, here we have Owen Benjamin.
Oh.
Burning his kids' books.
Good. About damn time. He has kids?
Through your son's books that may not have sat right with you. And you don't want to do it in front of them. But when you have something called Fossils Tell a Tale of Long Ago, forest diversity, dinosaur lie, evolution lie.
I heard he's got a video
It's time
on
for a
coronavirus.
good old-fashioned
It's like 35
fireside
seconds.
chat, plus some book
Clidio?
burning. Good to see you guys.
Good to see. What's Clidio?
Home. All eyes. Home. Happy dinosaurs blasting off of space on their way home.
Nazis did this, by the way.
Millions of years ago, a fern grew in a forest, and Harvey Weinstein whacked off on it. Oh, no, wait a minute.
True?
Sorry.
So he thinks this dinosaur book is evil.
It fell and was buried in swampy ground. You know, swampy ground? The type of ground that literally, like, disassembles anything organic in like an hour. A few years ago, fossil hunters called Jude. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Because it's also the Royal Society. I'm not going to pin it on anybody. Dug through the stone, they found an exact imprint of a dinosaur's foot. Oh, no way. Their funding depended on it. What are the odds? Not all the...
They make up that they find dinosaur footprints so they can get funding.
Yeah, that big time dinosaur funding.
Fossils were found in stone. Some were found
Guys, instead of waging a fake war, let's just make a fake dinosaur foot and get some cash. Because you wouldn't want to go bomb any more innocent people for money. That pays a little more than we need. We only need dinosaur foot money, not murder an entire population money.
Frozen ground of the Arctic. This ancient mammoth was a kind of elephant. It was frozen thousands of years ago. It was found not long ago, buried in the frozen ground. The grass it had been eaten was still.
Bro Hammerino says, where does he think oil comes from? All the bombings?
Yeah.
He's like, guys, we didn't need dinosaurs. We just go to the Saudi Arabia.
God put it down there for us to put it in our cars.
We just go bomb Iraq. We moved the pipeline down through the Native American lands. It's not nothing to do with dinosaurs. It's got everything to do with red states.
Dinosaurs number Jew propaganda. That's it.
Guys, God knew that humans would invent cars someday, so he put oil in the ground for us to find to run our cars on. Come on.
Well, there's
Intelligent
proof
design.
of that.
Again,
There's proof of that.
I don't want to reference a mid-90s sitcom again, but there's proof of dinosaurs. 1990s ABC sitcom Dinosaurs by Jim Henson.
Yeah.
It's documentary footage.
It is.
In its
And then,
mouth.
of course, you have the cartoons. Dinosaur. Land
Remember
Before
Land
Time.
of the Lost?
Denver, the last dinosaur. He's your friend.
What could have
plus a
killed it?
whole lot
And
more.
what could have found it?
And, of course,
Was it
Barney.
Funding?
Barney? I'm
The
too old for
mammoth
that
was
shit.
fresh enough to eat. Whoa, really? Someone who ate a piece said it was dry
What's up
and
with this
not very
creepy piano music, man?
No idea.
tasty. But what could you expect from an ancient mammoth? Although the children we just saw were all oddly diverse, every scientist here looks like they're from the same tribe.
Oh, come on.
He's making a
dude.
Jewish conspiracy.
Come on, dude.
Well, we
Black
don't know
curly hair,
dinosaurs.
bald, and male.
Exactly.
It's almost like the science class, this priest class of scientists. They don't follow the same type of forced
This dude is
integration.
definitely from Ku Klux Klan.
Dude, this guy used to be a comedian.
He used to be engaged to Christina Ricci.
Yeah, he was engaged to Christina Ricci at one time.
Really, I did not know
Yes,
this.
he was engaged to Wednesday Adams more than just one day of the week. He had her Friday,
she's
Saturday,
hot.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
I don't like to refer to her as Wednesday Adams because she was, what, like 12?
A child.
Well, that's why I
yeah.
still refer to Hermione Granger as Hermione.
How about
I like to think
Katrina
of her
Van
from Black
Tassel?
Snow Mountain.
I don't know who that is.
The woman from Sleepy Hollow.
How about Michelle from Full House?
How about the chick from
the
Christina
children
Ricci from Black
do
Snake
that I just
Moan?
burned.
She was hot in Black Snake Moan.
Black Snake
God
Moan was a
damn.
good movie.
Oh, it's almost
Low
like
six
programming
years.
of who your master is going to be. Can't wait to burn this one.
You know, I
Millions
knew
of
he
years
looked
ago.
familiar. I don't know what's his name.
Owen Benjamin. He was like on Comedy Central a lot. I think he did a roast or something. I don't know. He
What
was
happened
moderately.
to him?
I think probably some sort of head injury.
Someone said he freaked out on weed edibles, which blows my mind because that's never happened.
It happens.
If he had like schizophrenia or something.
I know somebody who.
Well, I freaked out on oil, on weed oil, THC
didn't become
oil,
a Nazi.
but I ain't like this. I
Right.
didn't become a fucking Nazi.
You might have became a Nazi if you didn't have better things to focus on.
Caught in a sticky.
I mean, does hating Chinese people make me a Nazi?
Look, if you lose Christina Ricci as your fiance off some bad edibles, you go down a dark path. That's just a fact.
Maybe Christina Ricci made him a fucked up person. Maybe that vagina was so goddamn good it just blew his fucking mind.
That black snake moan.
That black snake moan got a hold of that boy and they crazy in hell.
Ku Klux Klan.
He's from Ku Klux Klan.
Did you just get that?
No, we made that up the other night when we
Okay.
were streaming together.
Okay.
Yeah. Some dude said I was from the KKK. I'm like, how the
From.
fuck can you be from the KKK? Like Ku Klux Klanada? And then that became a thing.
Yeah,
I'm
a
Ku Klux
country.
Klanadian.
Where would that be on the map?
That'd be right under Naziville.
It'd be the only part of America that actually got the wall built, and it'd just be all around all four corners of Ku Klux Klanada.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, Ku Klux Klanada is a blue state.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm not gonna finish that racist joke.
Don't
I'm about
do
to
it,
say.
man.
No,
Harvey Weinstein.
I'm not gonna go there.
Oh, no,
Don't do it.
sorry. Of a pine tree. The sap hardened and became a fossil called amber. Amber alert!
Hey, Jeffrey Holiday, what's up, buddy?
I saw Jeff Holiday in the chat. Give him a little prayer. Amber alert. Are you serious? Because there's amber, fossilized insects in amber?
Yeah, so it's basically like abducted children, you know?
Of course, yeah. No, they're abducting the children. Got to burn these books, man, or else they might think dinosaurs are real.
Yeah, there is some people who deserve the coronavirus, and I think this guy may be one.
Yeah.
Imagine if your like entire belief system was so flimsy that giant lizards from 65 million years ago made it fall apart. Like that's the fucking card that knocked over the house of cards. That's the Jenga block. Was 65 million year old dinosaurs, and your entire belief structure falls apart. That's rough.
It was like
That's
a spring
fucked up.
breeze, just blowing away the ashes of deceit.
God damn, this guy's retarded.
Book of Lies was a Crowley series? Really? I've never read a single word he said. I've studied
Dude, what's
that
happened
stuff.
to celebrities, man? Look at Tila Tequila and this dude. What the hell's going on?
Well, whatever happened to them that made them real celebrities anyways? They were right place, right time, and then out of their right fucking mind.
Yeah.
Was he a good comedian? Because I've never seen. Was he a
I think he
mediocre?
was good. I don't know. I don't remember him. I don't care to go back and watch his stuff. He's more entertaining now, I bet, and it's for all the wrong reasons.
He went on Joey Diaz's show a bunch
Love
of times.
Yes.
Yeah,
I love
he
Joey
kind of
Diaz.
had a meltdown on edibles during Joey Diaz's show.
Oh, it was on his show? Okay.
Yeah.
We should watch that on like a private show sometime.
Yeah.
Joey
we
Diaz.
should watch.
You
we
see
should-
the look on his face like,
We should do a private show that's just like breaking moments for like a lot
Where
of the
people
crazy
break.
people, where it was like their last big.
so
big
Jared
time.
yelling at his dad.
Maybe yeah, like Tila Tequila before, like she had her falling out, like looking at them. Where were they then?
Yeah.
I
yep.
feel sorry for her though. She's one that I actually feel sorry for because you can see the real crazy coming out this motherfucker. This
Oh,
guy,
just
I don't know,
wait.
he's just
I feel sorry for everybody in the entire world because they're not me.
I refuse to read a single word that a black magician writes
Billy, I hate you.
because I don't want it in my head.
Because you're not me.
But I've listened to a lot of analysis about Crowley, but I've never read a single thing Crowley ever wrote, and I never will.
But
Book
you're
of
gonna
Lies
judge
is
him
literally
anyway.
Aleister Crowley Black Magic. Yeah, I won't read that.
I won't read that.
I
You
won't
know,
read something I disagree with.
I'll burn anything written for children in crayon, but I won't even pick up Aleister Crowley because, like, honestly, there's one
Same.
thing I read, and it's the Denny's menu, and then I say I read the Bible. But
And it's not
Denny's
fear.
meals are
It's
good,
just I
are
don't
good read,
want
by the
that
way.
in
Denny's
my
menu,
brain.
good read.
because I know how these people work.
These people.
Where they have rhythms and words.
This piano
oriented-
music's fucking with me.
Yeah,
It's
I'm gonna
freaking
play
me
something
out.
else. Speak of the wife of Jesus Christ.
Hey guys, checking on to see who has fucking coronavirus.
Oh, that's Taylor, right?
Whoa, what is that? Go outside for a second. Ooh, hey guys. So, I finally fixed my hair. I tied it. Hey, so I just finished making the rest of my story on my Patreon members only page. So you guys can check it out when you have a minute. So anyways, I just want to come on here and hippity hoppity do, I don't know. So I just want to come on here and give y'all a word about the coronavirus.
I love it. She says it and she laughs her ass off about it.
She laughs the hardest at like the worst thing she said.
And then she takes credit for the coronavirus right here.
I don't know. So I just want to come on here and give y'all a word about the coronavirus that I released on the planet.
Was it her gum on the wall that I ate? Is that what she's saying? Damn.
She sent her cousins to make you eat the gum on the wall.
No.
I fucking released that shit. Hold on, guys. I can't see shit. Let me turn up the brightness. And I released it. Let's take a walk. A walk to remember. So, hold on. Let me stand over here by this tree. See the tree in the
how she
daytime?
went to song there.
Ooh, that could finally fix me. I'm bad in love. Oh yeah. Oh, you should definitely check out the story that I told y'all, the update about who's gonna win a shot at love, because I want to know who you think is gonna win, because right when I think it's like, it's this person, then Father God says, oh, sorry, look.
Yeah, she had her old reality show, A Shot at Love. And now her new shot at love is the cop that was stalking her house that she tried to bang or did bang. I think she's got God in her rotation, and then there's Satan is also having a shot at love, and then I think anybody else, she said the other night, anybody could have her. For a moment, but couldn't hold on to her, I think is what she had said in the last episode. So A Shot at Love season patient 0 is actually everybody. Those are the contestants.
I'm gonna give me I'm gonna get a shot at
it. Well, she said anybody has a shot. I basically what she said.
And I'm like, no. So in real life, no, I do IRL like all the time in my look. The new wind of change. Remember my video yesterday where Father God was like, I'm going to bless you, I'm going to favor you, I'm going to blow new wind on you, and look at the new wind. I'm bad in love, ooh, ooh. Cause I'll be lying saying you're the one, ooh, ooh, that could finally fix me, looking at my history.
She really crazy.
Yeah, but that's fine, right? Like, you've dated crazy chicks, haven't you, Pimpmunk?
Well, yeah, a lot of every one of them just about it, but still, I don't know if they were this kind of crazy though. None of my girls thought they like released a deadly virus on people.
I think I dated a girl who did, but it turned out to just be herpes. Not that deadly.
That one did spread chlamydia a lot though. Yeah.
Yeah, the track record is unproven.
Yeah.
She's Tila Tequila, man. This is the delusions that she released coronavirus, the delusions she's banging God. I wouldn't think anything in her life was seriously true. There is some evidence that she's banging somebody because she's got multiple children. But other than that, like, I wouldn't put any of these stories into fact.
But she believes them, I think. That's the scary thing. She actually believes these things she says.
I'm sure people recognize her. I don't think it's too far fetched that she's
she was
like
pretty fucking famous
getting
at
some
one time.
guys to come pay her a visit.
Because you gotta. I mean, because at one time this chick was fucking uber famous.
Yeah.
I mean, she was out there everywhere.
Yeah.
She was. Her 15
Okay,
minutes
so I
were
can't
hard.
stay on too long, but I just
Yeah.
want to say thank
was
you
a
all so
few
much for your
solid
support
years.
on my Patreon. You know, and
Good
more is
7,
coming,
8
says the
years,
Lord. It's gonna
okay.
be like more than enough, says the Lord. I mean, I already have like everything I need, but God's gonna keep blessing me from all my enemies. So hey guys, so thank you so much for joining me and supporting me, even when just because you're a good daddy to me. So thank you so much, daddies. I tied my hair because it was like driving me crazier. So at least now you can have a little distraction with my bow tie, like kind of my pigtail, so you don't look at my crooked bangs too much. And mommies, yes, I have lots of mommies on there too. So thank you, sugar mommies, too, for supporting me. Your sugar baby, your baby doll. That's why. Oh, so I have more dresses. It's all baby doll dresses, of course. I have like so many baby doll dresses that I just bought, and I'm gonna buy some. I need some money. I really need some more money to buy some Chuck Taylors. I know they're only like $50, but I'd rather you pay for it than me. So if you guys could give me like $50 for Chuck Taylors, because
At least she's honest. I'd rather you pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to wear Chuck Taylors with my baby doll dresses. Like, I have all these other new clothes, but it was too long. It was like, it's really nice, but then I had to wear like high heels in them, and I don't really like to wear high heels. Like, I really like just wearing Chucks with like fancy dresses. Like, that's just my baby doll look. And hello. So
She found her new man. Was
someone standing in the parking lot?
Was a woman walking a dog.
So anyways, what was I talking about? Am I loud?
The dog was looking at her, boy.
Usually when the police is here, he's like, "You're so loud. Like, tone down your voice a little bit. Why are you always yelling?" I'm not yelling. I'm just happy, bro. Chill.
Chill.
I'm bad at love. Ooh. Oh, so I was driving around today. Oh yeah, so back to my Chucks. Yeah, I could buy them right now with my own money, but I'd rather you pay for it. So pay for it right now on my Cash App, Bride of Christ.
Dude, she's demanding.
Yeah, that's
Pimpmunk. Pimpmunk, she's your soulmate. You need to go.
She's still
go snatch her up.
She's still in my gimmick.
Yeah.
23. So just give me $50 so I could go buy some Chuck Taylors. Because right now I just wear these like. But I'd rather you pay for my
cute in the dress, though. Be honest with you.
We all
There you
look
go,
cute in
Pimpmunk.
dresses.
Yeah, even me.
Yeah.
shoes, bro. Like,
yeah.
Pimpmunk, did you wear a dress when you were Pimpisha?
I have wore a dress, yes.
Yeah, we all look cute in
Oh, by the way, Friday on Morning Wood, Pimpisha will be hosting the show Friday on the Morning Wood.
Oh, get your.
And also, can I plug something real quick? March 11th, 8-hour Morning Wood. We're going to be doing it to crowdfund the hotel at VidCon. So March 11th, next Wednesday, I think it is. It's on a Wednesday. So yeah, make sure you check that out. 8-hour Wood. We're going to be doing all kind of things. I'm going to try to make Shabisky eat a century egg.
You going to buy Tila some Chucks?
No.
Oh.
like, just pay for it. Like, because put it on Cash App because I can, like, cash it out right away. So I could, like, get the money right away. Thanks, guys, so much. In Jesus' name, I command you to give me $50 plus another $50 just for extra, just for being cute. And just so I can, like, buy some more stuff. And
Damn, I got to use that gimmick, man. Just for being cute.
Just for being cute. Yeah, you need a baby doll dress.
Everything, and I can take pictures and post it on my Patreon. So dress me up, your baby doll, and I will post up new dresses of my new dresses. They're all baby doll dresses, by the way, and it's really cute. So thank you guys for dressing me and everything. And then I need a laptop. I'm just looking because I don't want anyone to see. And look, the new winds of change. You get whatever you want. Thanks, Nick, Big Daddy. Thank you so much, Daddy. I'll always be your little girl, I promise. Oh, speaking of little girls, so I was driving around today, and Jesus, the real Daddy, he was singing to me, and because I was skimming through the radio. Am I talking too fast for y'all? Like, y'all need to speed it up because I hate slowing down just because you can't catch up with me, bro. Okay, let me tone it down a little bit. So today, as I was driving around, I was listening
She nutty hair, yeah.
Is this better, guys? This level of language? I mean, sound.
She on Evan the favor
Is
kind
this
of.
good enough for you? Because it's really fucking slow for me. It drives me fucking crazy. I can't handle it. Like, I don't even know how you guys live in such low paces, like slow. Like, how do you fucking do it?
I'll be honest, Tila. Whether you're fast or slow, you're really not saying much. But we will mine whatever you say for all the crazy we can, and liquidate it. Right now, we got all the overstock of Tila Tequila crazy coming to you right now. Everybody, get your $2 dono train in. We're slanging Tila Tequila crazy till the cows come home. Moo.
I can't. Like, by the time you wake up, I have already conquered the world. I have already run around the world like 500,000 times, and then made breakfast, did all kinds of things, and then I come back and you just barely just finished brushing your teeth. I'm like, bro. But anyways, so speaking of Jesus, so I was driving around today and I was skimming all the radio, and you know, my sheep know my voice, so he was like, I heard this song, like he said like, why are you looking for love? And I skipped it. I was like, oh, it's a song from Daddy. And I turned back and then he goes,
All right.
You're not gonna let us know the song Jesus was singing to
why
her?
are you,
After
you know,
all
he's singing
that?
this song, I don't know what it is, but he's like, why are you going around looking for love? Is my love not enough for you? Like, that's not how it goes, but that's what he was singing to me. He was like, is my love not enough for you? Why are you going around looking for love everywhere else? What are you gonna find, you know? And I'm like, well, Jesus, I know you love me, but bro, other guys deserve a shot at love too.
Thank you.
I know you love me, Jesus, but I need some dick.
I like how last year she was like all about, I'm the wife of Jesus. It's all about Jesus, all about Jesus.
Stop gatekeeping, Jesus.
Yeah, and now she's like, well, you know, I can get some on the side too. I'm still married to Jesus, but
Don't be stingy with me. Like, don't be greedy. You can share me with other people, can't you? Like, because Jesus, like, I want a shot of love too. Because he was saying it to me on this like Christian radio. He's like, I love you. I'll never. If you look down, like you're in the palm of my hands, I'm holding you. I'll always be there for you. Other people won't, and I will. Why are you chasing for love in other places when I already love you? And I was like, yeah, I know you love me, but like, I need someone I can just play with. Like, I just want to play. Like, I don't. I'm not looking for love.
If you wanted Tila Tequila to stop dicking around, feed her some of that sweet Jesus peen. All right? Back up off if you're not willing to give her, like, you're Jesus, you could probably duplicate, triplicate. Go give her every hole at once. Go do the Dr. Manhattan on her. Fill her up. Don't pussyfoot Jesus. She needs other men, because I'll tell you this right now, Jesus. She needs other men because you're not good enough.
You fed all those people with a few fish and loaf of bread. You can fuck this bitch.
I'll tell you this, Jesus. You may have died for her sins, but you're not fulfilling the sins of the flesh that she needs. That's where guys like Pimpmunk come in.
Yeah.
Just looking for someone to play with me. No, I did, and then he serenaded me. I'm like, I know, Jesus, you love me. But anyways, just give me $50 so I could get my freaking Chuck Taylors today, or else I'm gonna ask Jose over here. He's
the gardener gets a shot at love. Nice.
I'm so fucking loud, bro.
Yeah, A Shot at Love, for anyone who doesn't know, was her reality show in the early 2000s, and it was a bisexual reality dating show where she got to choose from a whole group of guys and girls, and she like made out with all of them and did weird. It was like The Bachelor, but The Bachelorette, but bisexual Bachelorette. So I guess that's why she's saying this now. Tila's kind of being a hoe now.
I mean, she's telling Jesus that he might be her number one, but he ain't the only one.
He ain't laying a dick right. That's all it is.
Yeah, Jesus.
Because he doesn't exist, so he's not laying anything.
Yeah.
Whoa, buddy, back up now.
Ben's saying Jesus is a thought.
I'm so sorry, dude. I didn't even know. Oh, I'm bad. So, anyways, yeah, so Chuck Taylor's, and see, you guys are making me more beautiful. Like, every day, like, all this is because of you guys, your support and everything. I know on Patreon it shows like how many members I have, how much I'm making, and it's gonna keep growing exponentially. But a lot of people also like giving me money on my Cash App. So thanks so much, guys. I really want the Chuck Taylors today, please. I want a black ones and some pink ones and a blue one. So that's like 3 pairs of Chucks, $50, $60 each. So I don't know. You do the math. I'm not good at math, so just give me your heart.
Fucking asteroid falls from space and crushes her
You think her kids are inside right now crying?
Yeah, unsupervised. 2 kids that are way too
You
young
think
to
they're
be watching them.
unsupervised?
Either that, or if not, then it's some strange dude she's banging sitting in there
You
watching
don't think
them.
her mom's there or something?
No.
Damn it.
Some guy she picked up at the fucking Home Depot.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Earned money. Like, I should ask him if he can make some money too.
Yeah. He was waiting in the parking lot of Home Depot, hoping to help someone build a shed, but instead he just banged Tila Tequila instead.
Damn it.
She's gonna go ask him for money. She said. She's gonna ask him for money.
Are you gonna see me so many?
Oh my
I'm
God,
just
she's IRL streaming now.
filming our neighborhood. It's very beautiful.
You know what's crazy? 30 years from now, this guy on top of that truck is going to be being interviewed by a local news station when Tila Tequila is running for president. They're going to be like, oh, we remember 30 years ago when you were being interviewed by Tila Tequila, and we brought you back now because you happen to be a fan of her
30
platform.
years?
Because that's how long fucking Bernie Sanders' video was from.
Thank you so much for cleaning out our neighborhood. Can you give me $5? I want to buy some new shoes. Can you give me some new shoes? Zapatos. Yeah. Zapatos? Yeah. Bueno? Yeah. Gracias, amigo. So, anyways.
Weird.
It's so pretty. Look at my neighborhood, guys. It's so, like,
she's gonna
he didn't
dox
speak
herself.
English, so I guess he didn't understand me, but he's like, what is this? I said, bro.
She's on IP2,
I'm just-
and if like anyone wanted to find out where she was, it'd be easy by like if she like puts it on a street sign or
Asking
something.
for some fucking money, bro. Okay, I'm gonna go back inside now, but
People found the restaurants I was in and
Well,
stuff
she
like
is
that.
IRL streaming right now, right? This is live.
Yeah. Yes.
That's good.
She's talking to the chat and stuff.
Okay, let me get some money. Can you buy me some new zapatos? Zapatos?
She must
Gracias.
be like, this bitch is crazy.
¿Botas? Oh, what? ¿Qué?
Zapatos.
Oh, shoes.
Yeah, this one is boots.
Oh, boots.
Why aren't you film? Like she's talking to him, but he's not on
Boots.
camera.
Oh, boots. This is boots. Oh, guys. Oops. So, anyways, hey guys. All right, guys. Well, I gotta go back inside. Thanks for sending me all your money. I really appreciate it, guys. So I'm gonna go back inside and life is good, guys. Look, the glory. God told me like He's gonna show you like His glory cloud is here, and look, all day long this big cloud's been following me around. It's literally just on me.
Oh, that's glory
So-
clouds. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Haters gonna hate, like no matter what haters say, like God's going to always bless the work of my hand. God already opened the door for me, bro. You can't shut it. You can talk all the crap you want to, but God, trust me, I'm gonna have my chucks, and I'm gonna come back on here and show you my chucks.
Yeah, but God isn't giving it to you.
I don't know. God created IP2. God giveth the leg holes and taketh away the leg holes. This is fine. This is God's work. I'm excited. Tila Tequila's about to get some Chuck Taylors from God himself.
Yeah.
And God needs to give us a little more love because we're barely even at the 15% mark of our thing. Ben and I need Chuck Taylors too.
Yeah, a pair of pink ones, blue ones, and what was the other color?
Aquamarine.
Something like that. All right.
Chuck Taylor's
here's-
a good wrestler. I like
So
him.
Chuck Taylor was a basketball player originally. That was like the first athletic shoe that was sponsored, that had like a sponsor or someone they sponsored. Here's a video of Nick Fuentes at that conservative convention that he went to talking to a conservative drag queen.
Oh yeah,
Lady Maga.
This is money right
And
here.
she's way taller than him.
Of course.
It's safe. All right, so ready? Good? All right. All right, guys.
This is Corona points.
This is crazy. This is crazy. Listen. We have to be able to talk to one another. And to be honest with you, when I watch Nick Fuentes' videos, I agree with like 90% of what he says. And
Yeah, the 10% that's gay bashing you don't agree with, and that's when he's bashing you and
Like, I agree with all the Cookie Monster stuff. I hate carbs. And I agree with all of the I can't remember what his other fucking points are. I don't watch enough Nick Fuentes.
He'll make some points here.
I think you might be surprised to hear me say that. Are you surprised to hear me say that?
I don't think that's true.
You don't think that's true? America first?
Yeah, that's fine, but I mean everything that you represent is kind of gross.
Everything you represent is kind of gross.
You know, like if you were a cat boy right now and had a dildo shaking in your throat, I'd get lunch with you.
You know, after the last time we talked about Nick, I got a few people tweeting me being like, "Why don't you just be on the show if you talk about him so much?" And I was like, and I showed a screenshot. I'm like, he blocked me everywhere because I talked about the cat boy, and he's like, "Yeah, to be honest, Nick is kind of a bitch."
Nah, Nick's an upstanding gentleman that just happens
I'm
to be
not
shorter
saying he
than
is.
it happens to
I'm
be
not
shorter
saying he
than
is.
every drag queen or cat boy that he's in videos with.
Why
I'm gonna say
the
man dressing up like a woman is like activates my disgust emotion in my brain.
Okay, he's honest. That's why I like.
It activates my disgust emotion in my brain because if I'm going to want to be attracted to a man, I want him to look like a man and or a cat, not a woman. That ruins my entire attraction to men.
What would you
This
say?
guy's wasted. Look at this guy.
He's got his shirt open to expose his chest. He's trying to get laid. He's drunk enough where he's looking at Lady Maga like, yeah, do it. It's
If I
Maga.
told you, I really honestly believe in your right to feel the way you do. And I defend you.
I agree.
I defend you. I don't think that everyone...
This guy looks like he wants to beat Nick Fuentes' ass.
The,
Look at him.
The drag queen or the other guy?
The other guy. Look at him.
He's like, leave my girl alone,
I think he
bro."
is. What did he say when he first came up? He said something.
I think he said grope gang, IP2.
Let's see what he says.
Activates my disgust emotion in my brain.
Okay, he's honest. That's why I like Nick But what would you... No.
What the fuck did he say?
He said, sweet boy delivery service.
Okay.
What would you say if I told you
This guy's wasted.
really honestly believe in your right to feel the way you do? And I defend you.
I agree.
I defend you. I don't think that everyone... The reason I do this as Lady Gaga and drag queen for President Trump is because I think that the radical LGBT cult is out of control.
But see, the problem is not the radical LGBT, it's just the LGBT period. That's the problem.
Well, I don't identify with that community. I'm just a gay.
So it's not the radicals, it's just all the people.
Look, it's all of them. The problem is, is they're not going to reproduce and make more idiots like myself. We need more dumb people out there through reproduction. Because the smart ones, they don't reproduce enough. They go around, become drag queens, have same sex, and get dogs. There's not enough dumb people being made these days, so the Republican Party's really slipping.
I want to see a boxing match between this drag queen and Nick Fuentes.
Oh, the drag queen whoop his ass.
I know, I can tell.
Ultimate surrender.
I can tell.
Before I'm gay,
I think that's in there. I think that's in there.
Okay.
Gay is we're against that. It's a Christian country.
I love this drunk onlooker. This stream sniper's cracking me up.
He's kind of swaying around like, I've been there. I've been like that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, I see where you're coming.
Wait a second. What you say?
Huh?
You say?
You insulted my woman?
What'd you say? What'd you say to me? What?
Wait, I love NoFX.
Hold on, no. Nick's a good guy. I feel like he's a good guy.
He's a hater.
Listen.
He's a hater.
He's a hater.
Leave him alone. Leave Nick alone. I really feel like
Leave Nick
really not-
alone. I
Looks
gotta
like
defend Nick.
Lady Maga has an entourage.
Well, I mean, come on. Who are you going to defend? This beta fucking orbiter Fuentes or this alpha Chad Lady Maga?
Right.
People want to convince me that's better than what I got from Charlie Kirk.
No, listen, Nick. I just feel like what we have in common, the First Amendment, the Second Amendment to bear arms, the free.
I got the right to bear arms and bear vagina. Well, mangina. I'll give you my bear mangina. It's the actual bear. It growls. Grr.
It's called a pussy stick, Billy.
Joystick.
Freedom of religion, including a baker not serving me a cake. I believe that is essential.
Look, I believe you don't have to serve me a cake. Look, I'm so free in this world that I don't even want you to serve me a cake, okay? I swear to God, if you don't want to serve me a cake, please don't give me a cake. I believe in freedom of cake. Oh my God.
Freedom of cake.
If a restaurant doesn't want to serve you a cake, I wouldn't want that cake. I don't care how much of my right it is to get that cake. If you don't want to serve me a cake, I don't want to give you my business. That's the only ass backwards thing I think about this cake thing. It's like, okay, this people, like, hey guys, they don't want to serve me a cake because I'm gay. If you think that's wrong, don't buy cake from them.
Spec, you could have a field day clipping and rearranging what Billy just said.
Yeah.
Yes, you could.
Hitler 2020. Shit. Did I say that? Shit.
Oh, no.
Shit.
No.
So what I'm saying is I really believe
deep fake
that we do have a lot in common, and we got to work together and unite so that we can get President Trump reelected. He's our only weapon against the radical agenda.
You're part of that radical agenda. I mean, I'm not.
You're part of that radical agenda.
Not my sweet cat boy, though. He's a sweet boy. He's based and red-pilled. He watches Hitler documentaries and laughs at them.
So
I love it.
Gay conservatives, he doesn't want them. He doesn't want Jewish conservatives either. He doesn't like Ben Shapiro.
A traditionalist for like 1990. I'm a traditionalist for like 1790. My God! What you're is like in diametric opposition to kind of Christian countries that we want to promote. So, while there may be overlap in some areas, in critical and foundational and essential areas, there's a
But Nick, here's the real thing, Nick. Nick, you wouldn't have these viewpoints if you were tall like me and Catboy. Because when you're tall, you can dress like a woman or like a queer and suck a dildo and still be taken seriously. You have to hold on to these patriarchal values because you're a micro-midget mini-man and nobody respects you. That's why you and other short people want to have ethno-state islands. Because you're just not tall. You have to go and date subpar human beings that may not be legally allowed to date you because you're just not tall. But people like Catboy and me and Billy the Fridge are very tall. We can think how we want to think.
Actually,
Billy's the shortest.
Yeah. I got some feedback. Someone recently withheld a contribution and told me the reason was because you weren't tall enough.
Well, that's unfortunate. I repost it, guys, because I'm actually taller than you. If you're taller than me, go ahead and hold back your contributions if you really want to.
Oh my God!
But if you're not taller than me, if you're not
anybody can say they're tall.
If you're not 6'2", okay, 6'2" and above, don't even bother holding back.
That's
Give
why,
more because
I would never, for exsample, be with somebody who's for abortion because abortion is
Me
murder.
neither. I've done videos about the evils of abortion.
I also can't be with somebody who's for the normalization or promotion of homosexuality, gender bending, and all this kind of.
Unless you're a cat boy, then that's okay because you're based and red-pilled.
With Ripley biceps.
With Ripley manly biceps. Like, that's a real man. You're tall, you're rippled, you can take a dildo to the face and still look like a god to me.
A horse dildo.
A horse dildo? Yeah. Your entire argument gets thrown out, Nick, when you're palling around with Catboy.
That's why he blocked everyone that talked about it.
I'm sorry, it's true. You become the world's biggest hypocrite when you allow Catboy. Yeah, I got him an Airbnb here so I could go visit him without taking him home to the parents, play a little reindeer games, no big deal. He's a Catboy. I love it. Puss.
Degeneracy, I mean, you can see the country and where we're at today. The problem is the promulgation of degeneracy, deviancy, homosexuality, and
the problem in America is blaming everybody else and not being self-sufficient.
That's a catchy tune.
Very catchy.
You know, for you to come around and parade yourself around and say, oh no, but I'm like a MAGA drag queen. It's completely tone deaf. It's
not tone deaf.
If this is
because
what
I am
MAGA
pro-life.
is, count me out.
I am pro-life. I am pro-Second Amendment. I am First Amendment. And actually, as a drag queen, I stand up and defend your right to disagree with what I'm doing. And other LGBT radicals don't do that. So that's why I say, look, obviously, I don't really get your point of view, and you don't get mine. What I really feel like right now, our one and only weapon to save America
is my big, thick dick. And I'm willing to slap you in the face with it, Nick Fuentes.
That'd be hilarious.
I'm willing to walk around with this tallywhacker and just slap the freedom into everybody's mouth right now. Bow down and get kinged.
You said Hitler 2020.
Yeah. And I'd say it again. Not tonight.
Well, that's the next president of Ku Klux Klan today.
Not until 2021.
I asked if I could. They were fine. So, okay, we agree on that. So I say, I think it's disgusting that you have the deplatformed. I think it is anti-American that anybody's voice is deplatformed. And even though I may have watched your videos and thought, okay, it's crazy, I want your voice out there, Nick. Well, thank you. I have a
Here comes that poor man Streamlabs logo in the corner. Everybody, when you see that poor man Streamlabs logo, that means that your Streamlabs is not Prime Premium when you're IRL streaming, unless you're me, because it's been in mine all frickin' month, but they finally fixed it because they messed up my
that
account.
means you're a sucker who paid for an app that didn't work. And
I know,
everyone else
dude.
isn't.
I paid $30 a month to get that little thing in the corner of my screen because Streamlabs fucking up. But I don't know. Every time I see that, I get triggered because I pay $30 a month not to have that on my damn screen.
question for you. Yes. Do you believe that I also deserve to have my voice out there?
Well, I believe in free speech.
Okay.
But, I don't agree with what you're doing.
I believe in free speech, but I think you're a fucking wacko. You should put on some cat ears. I bet you without that dress and boobs, you'd be a real manly stud, and I'd probably be able to masturbate to you while I sleep at night. But other than that, you really ruined a good thing here, tall boy. I don't want to fuck a tall man because he looks like a tall woman. I want to fuck a tall man because he looks like a cat boy.
No, stop it. Nick, if you believe in free speech, then you believe in speech that you disagree with.
Well, but not necessarily all the time. I think what we should have is decency laws.
Decency laws, like, means no gay law. You gay, you go to jail.
Yeah, we need decency laws. Like, look, if you want to be proud of yourself, you got to start calling yourself the strudel monster. And you're walking around with the strudel, and you're feeding it to all the people who are hungry for strudel. I'll accept that as long as you use a dietary bakery euphemism. I'm okay with it. That's your free speech you get. The cocky monster.
Kinds of things that they're promoting. They shouldn't be shown in Tilson. They shouldn't be on television or in commercials or really, for public.
What am I promoting? I'm trying to bring common sense.
There's nothing common sense about this. There's nothing common sense about it.
Look, it comes down to this, Nick Fuentes. You're out there looking for Waldo, and I'm out there looking for Carmen Sandiego. We're just two different people, okay? But we're both searching for something.
He said there's nothing common sense about what you're doing.
You're doing it, I respect the dignity of all people, but this is not a dignified presentation, and I'm sorry.
This is not a dignified presentation. You should be wearing your communion jacket in front of a green screen, pretending like you're in a New York City high-rise apartment, talking about Cookie Monster because you can't say Hitler without getting demonetized. That's dignity.
Not hurt. My feelings are not hurt. They're turning a little red. You can use a little concealer.
Oh, you could use a little concealer.
Use a little concealer. She's going for that fashion drama attack. I like that. That's good, Lady Maga. I should get back in the dress and wig and go visit Nick Fuentes next. That should be my next mission. Is he from New York City?
No, he's in Chicago.
Damn it. I gotta go to Chicago.
Chicago.
Sweet home, Chicago.
But Nick, listen. I delivered. Somebody said go talk to Nick Fuentes, and what I wanted to do was talk to you and say, look, we have to turn the light off. Anyway, you guys listen.
Turn the light off? You're over here for free speech, but you can't have free lighting?
No lighting.
Guys, you can say what you want about Hitler, but turn the fucking light down,
No
okay?
lights.
Turn the light down.
No lights.
Free speech. Nick Fuentes is right here. He's basically the opposite
Lady
of me.
Maga is cooler than Nick Fuentes.
Nick Fuentes.
That's an endorsement.
Nick Fuentes.
Hell yeah.
Lady Maga's way cooler.
Fuck free speech. I want freezed peach.
You think he's trying to get some from Lady Maga? Because he was there the whole time. He was like virtue signaling. And
He wants
stuff.
some of that maple bar.
Yeah.
He wants some of that boot.
You know what? I have watched his videos. I think he is correct on a lot of issues. And what I think is important is, in America, I feel like you believe that our government should have religion.
Look at all the guys in the background. I love when I go to a convention like this and just to look at the sidemen, you know, the ones that are there just because they bought a ticket or whatever. They got their lanyard. They're so excited to watch their heroes talk. It's cute. Like, it's kind of like professional wrestling crowds. You look at a crowd and you see what type of people are there. Sometimes they're just dumpy weirdos. Sometimes they're like soccer moms taking their sons out.
Yeah, that's what this looks like.
I just like people watching. I can't help it.
Yeah.
His principles come first. Really? So you don't believe in the separation of church and state?
I think there should be a pretty strong integration.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
he thinks
that's
there
on
should be
it.
an
That's on it.
integration of church and state.
That's on it. Well,
yeah, because the Catholic Church should be in more control.
That is so dangerous. He wants the like a religious integration into the government. His religion.
I'm a young Catholic boy. Well, they already have enough power to hide decades of pedophilia.
Which is funny
and other
because
crimes.
Catholicism has never been the majority religion in the United States. It's always been like Protestant.
But they sure had a better fucking property buying model than McDonald's.
Of course. I mean, it's still the world's largest religion.
Well, the golden arches are more visible than the Christian cross worldwide, so that's a bonus. But Vatican City is way better than the nicest McDonald's.
Vatican City is crazy.
They don't have a McCity, huh? I'm surprised there's not a McDonald's amusement park.
No, there's nothing more than like a cafe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's nothing. I mean, there's a ton of gift shops. There's a place in Vatican City that's out in the open. You ever seen the Pope like standing in the window like waving at everybody? There's a huge outdoor area there. And if you walk like down a little ways away from that building, there's a ton of gift shops. There's a place where you can get your passport stamped with a Vatican City stamp because it's technically its own country, and you can you don't need it, but you can get it stamped on your passport just to like have it in your passport collection. You know,
they should have a roller coaster ride at Vatican City that like baptizes you at the end.
They would never do that.
Oh,
they take themselves way seriously.
Damn.
Yeah.
But look at it this way, Catholics, there'd be a lot of kids on those rides.
Like, when I was in the Sistine Chapel, they expected everyone in there to be quiet because it is technically a church. But you've got, tons of people, maybe 50 to 100 people in there. All of them speak different languages. And a lot of them aren't Catholic or maybe even religious. They're just there for the art, the Michelangelo artwork that's on the ceiling. And constantly they basically shush the whole crowd. The crowd gets quiet, and then it just ends up happening again like within 10 minutes. They say you're not supposed to take pictures too in there. People take all kinds of fucking pictures.
Is it pretty quiet in there, or is it?
They get it quiet. There's a bunch of security guards in there that
If I did a big fart, they'd probably be able to hear it then.
When it got really quiet, yeah.
Oh, I kind of want to fart.
Because it comes in waves. You know what I mean? It comes in waves. So, like, the chatter will get really loud, and they'll shush everybody. And then that's right there.
That's when I strike.
Yeah.
That's when I let out that priest ripper.
Dude, I would pay to go to Italy just to see that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I just let out
that'd be
a
one of
wet
the
growler.
funniest fucking things. Dude, and you can eat all that shit in Rome, like all that Italian food to get.
sounds like a little dookie comes out.
Little dukers.
Yeah, all the Catholics would convert at that point. They'd be like, nope. Nope. I'm out.
There is no God.
There is no God.
There is no God after I heard that and smelled it.
Yes. That'd be a good moment in time. Remember that time Billy ripped ass and sharded in the in the cathedral? Everybody looked at him like he was the demon because he was.
Yeah. So we're going to be here for about 10 more minutes. Then we're going to go do the post show. I'm thinking we'll do the post show on twitch.tv. I didn't upload the last one that was on twitch.tv yet. So I'll probably just combine it into one and upload it all as one long show.
Super show?
Yeah. Dude, there's a bunch of really long hallways in the Vatican. Like, the Vatican has, like, a museum in it, basically. And there's one long hallway that's all maps painted on the walls. Huh. It really triggers my maptism.
Yeah.
Because each wall is a different, like, section of Italy.
I wonder if there's, like, a meter or something I could connect to my body and count the amount of farts I make.
Dude, I know you fart constantly in here.
Sometimes,
because it doesn't smell like farts before you get here.
Sometimes I do farts in here,
but then if I leave the room and come back, there's always fart. Like, I smell it.
A lot of times I let my farts go when you leave rather than me leave the room. I don't know, man. I'll tell you this,
Why the fuck
though.
would you want to take a picture? Can you take a better pic with your phone than is on Getty Images? No. Think, people.
Yeah, but I'd really like to have it on my phone.
They want it on their Instagram. They want their face in it with it in the background.
Guys,
these
look what I
days.
did. Look what I did. I went to the Vatican and did some basic shit. It was fucking awesome.
Instagram models doing the, like, flex their leg to make their butt look bigger stance in front of the giant.
Hey, that make my butt look big.
Damn.
There's some artworks in the Vatican that are behind bulletproof glass because crazy people go in and, like, shoot at them and yeah. Someone broke off David's foot. You know, Michelangelo's David.
Oh yeah.
It's like a 20-foot tall statue.
I just want to get a fart meter and count to see how often and how long I could go around the Vatican, crop dusting all the hallways. Just see how much I could, like, really hit that place up.
Holy
Just smoke
fucking
'em
shit.
out.
This delay.
It's quite a delay, Red Scare.
I have it. I don't know what's up with the delay, guys. I made sure that it was turned all the way down, and I don't have any. I don't think it's that delay. I don't think it's as delayed as last night was, though.
No, it was pretty bad last night.
Yeah, I just saw that Streamlabs, so it's not that delayed. Not compared to the last one. Last night was really delayed. Yeah, dude. Crop dusting the Vatican. Maybe you can meet the Pope and crop dust him too.
Crap dust him?
I mean,
I give him
it should be called crap dusting, right?
I'd give him the pretzel trick from Mallrats.
I know you're a big pretzel. No, he would not eat something that anyone just hands.
You
to
don't
him.
think he would eat a pretzel out of my hand?
No.
With my stink finger?
No.
Huh. Take two. How do I get to the Pope?
I mean, he's heavily guarded. He's
dress
guarded
up.
like the president is guarded.
Dress up like a little altar boy. Probably get pretty close.
You're so dumb, dude.
Probably get pretty close. If I was... Hello, I'm looking for some chocolate. Pope, can I have some chocolate? I really want some chocolate, Pope. Yes, little Billy, come into my orifice for chocolate.
You sound just like him.
That's what the Pope sounds like. I studied him for 16 years to get that mannerism and vocal dialect down perfectly.
Perverted Pope.
Pope, my belly is so full of chocolates, I won't be able to run from you if you play grab ass with me, Pope.
This Pope seems all right. The one before him seemed really evil. Like, he just looked evil.
Yes.
Pope Palpatine.
Palpatine.
He's still alive. He's one of the few popes that's like, you know, he retired.
I heard somebody call Donald Trump Tangerine Palpatine yesterday.
That's hilarious.
That was fucking good. That was really good.
Yeah, I like that.
I love that.
Yeah.
Tangerine Palpatine. 2020.
Cardinal Ratzinger. So
or Grand Moff Pence.
Did we did you read the last of the or did we even get any?
We did get a couple of little bigger
right,
ones.
all right.
Crypto's Rock says, "Dear Sweet Boys, James Lipton died today. Ripperooni's the best interviewer ever. Do a fart."
I'm not sure who James Lipton is.
James Lipton was inside the actor studio.
Oh, that okay.
Yeah, I guess he was 93. That's really old. He didn't look that old at all. He was doing inside the actor studio, as far as I know, what, 10 years ago?
Yeah.
He did not look in his 80s then.
I used to love that show, by the way. I used to watch it all the time.
Great, yeah, great interviews.
Allegas says, "Let's get some 1s and 2s in. Tip the DP strippers." Oh baby, yeah. Oh baby, yeah. God is pretend. Said, "Sorry about your dog, Billy. Hugs from the gram. I love all you sweet, sweet boys. Pimpmunk for president. God is pretend." I got a big old Instagram page. Funny stuff posted all the time there. Thank you, God is pretend. Appreciate you. Rot Feast Tenders says, "Tila Tequila is an inexcusable piece of shit. Any real God would explode her head."
Shocked.
Thank God God is pretend, or Tila Tequila would get exploded head.
Thank God God is pretend.
Yeah. Rot Feast
I
Tenders.
have a shot at that love. Don't leave her alone.
Okay, my bad. Pimpmonk's got to hit it and quit it. Rot Feast Tenders. Loch Ness Monsters gave us 350. Thank you, Loch Ness Monsters.
350.
350.
Rot Feast Tenders also said, "Wheel those Corona grannies to pimp." Yes. Shanny for Christ says, "Shabisky couldn't please me, guys. Donate so I can nut." Crypto's Rock again. Was the James Lipton line? Let's see if anything else is missed here. I think that catches us up with all the $2 ones, and thank you for all the 20 monies from Red Scare and John Morgan, Yeezy McSleazy, and Lord of Nurgle came through with them 20s tonight. Just recently. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody in the chat watching right now. Everybody who goes and hits that like button right now will automatically receive my eternal gratitude.
And a penis.
Lady Maga. I like the Lady Maga joke. I'm glad there's someone who actually exists under that moniker.
Hell yeah.
And I'm glad they're hotter than Nick Fuentes. It'd be the worst if Lady Maga was like a Jessica Yaniv style.
Ugh.
Hi, I'm Lady Maga.
Why does she sound like Shanny?
Yaniv for Christ.
Shabisky tagged me in
Jesus
another
says,
nasty. Oh my God!
Don't do
why,
that,
why is
Shabisky.
they doing that?
Don't do that. Skipper Jesus
Leave
says,
me
"I knew
alone
Shabs
with
couldn't eat
Shanny
Shanny's
shit,
Oreo,
guys."
right?" Damn. Oreo. The right stuff.
She got the wrong stuff.
The Oreo is vanilla cookie with vanilla cream. It's an all-white Oreo. It's the alt-right stuff.
Caucasian cookie.
The white stuff. I'm just getting the Twitch stream set up.
Boom, boom,
Oh, Canada.
When we go to Twitch, we just have everyone follow us there. And a lot of times, a decent amount of people do it. But you got to ask nicely, you know?
Yeah. Listen to the heart. Listen to the beat. Listen to the rhythm of the street. It's a simple message. It comes from the heart.
Thank you, Gloria.
Get ready, everybody. We'll be going to twitch.tv/drunkenpeasants. I'm going to pop that in the chat right now. Twitch.tv/drunkenpeasants. I type that slow. I got boomer typing skills now. Of course, I didn't put the HTTPS in, so it's not coming through. Great. But Alicia Dachi got it. Thank you, Alicia. I'm going to click that link right now. And I am in there waiting in the Twitch stream for the post show.
Yeah,
Post show will go. I've been waiting for a show like you to come into my life.
All right. So we're going to wrap this up. We don't have an end card this time because we're waiting for all the Patreon pledges to process. They don't know. They never process all on the first day. So before I make the ending graphic and everything, I'm going to give it about 2 days or so before I make it. So get your pledges in if you want to be included in that. And we will see everyone on Twitch in about 5 to 10 minutes. Everyone go there right now.
Bye. Thanks for
we
stopping
will see you
by.
then.
Bye-bye.